are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the ball, feel winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the road, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You're a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the game. In the mirror, what do you see? Out in the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back again. It is a very, very chilly day down here, and it was in Michigan. Down here, it's very, very chilly, but it is still a beautiful day, and we are back again with another interesting content, nice, wonderful content, very, very educative, and we're gonna review the season so far, proud from preseason till now. International break is here, but yeah, we still got a lot to talk about for regarding Chelsea Football Club and some other interesting news in the Premier League. Yes, some interesting news. Wolves, you got Wolves news on our table. We have Liverpool news regarding Jurgen Klopp and his new job right now, and also some other interesting news. So we'll talk about it. Yeah, we're gonna review. The most important thing today is we're gonna review Chelsea's season so far, and who might have thought that Enzo Maresca could be able to get things good or get these boys where they are so far, fourth on the Premier League table, and it hasn't been that easy for this young manager. They call him the Championship manager, who thought that Chelsea doesn't have a plan, but yes, they do. So join me, guys. Join me if you're a Chelsea fan, you're a football fan. Join me. Also, we're going to talk about Eric Ten Hag situation. Yesterday's meeting that took place at, I think, Old Trafford. It took forever, but then still Eric Ten Hag is the man in charge of Manchester United, and some other interesting news. We're going to go through it. So like I said, be part of it. Don't forget to stream it live on two platforms, X and YouTube, at the same time. So wherever you're watching the stream from, let us know in the comment section below. Also, if you have any interesting question, you have any questions specifically to me or Steven, don't forget to drop it in the comment section below. We are live. And also, yeah, like I said, your support will take this channel a long way. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and also share the video. That will help others to know much about this video. And I always say the algorithm, the understanding of this YouTube algorithm is by you liking and subscribing. The more you like it, That's how they also extend the video or recommend the video to a lot of thousands of people. YouTube has over 400 million people on this platform, and if you're averaging that little numbers, I don't think we're all doing. I mean, we're doing a good job here. So I mean, the content can be good, but then you also guys have to help and push it to where it's supposed to be. But thank you very much, everyone that always come on and spend their time on this platform. I always say Leo Desperano to everyone here and hang on to hope. So yeah, Nee is back again with this man Stephen G, and we're gonna take you guys through the next few hour and a half of live streaming, giving you the facts and the nitty gritty of how Chelsea season have been so far. So come with me, stick with me, hang in there, do not go anywhere. We'll be right back in just a second. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back, beautiful people. Welcome back to your favorite channel, Blueclouds Media YouTube channel again. And today's stream, like I said from the beginning, we're gonna review Chelsea FC's season so far from preseason till now. I like always want to take you guys back. I like throwbacks. I want to take you guys back what it used to be before these glory days. As we all, if you're Chelsea fan, you're at this moment in terms of Premier League table. So that's why I'm going to start all the way from preseason. The number of goals Chelsea conceded, the number of goals they scored, and how we were leaking goals, and how bad was Chelsea against Manchester City during preseason, and how bad it was for Chelsea first Premier League game at Stamford Bridge. Also, we conceded some goals also. So we're going to see a review and look at setting specific players like Cole Palmer himself, the manager Enzo Maresca, and also some few defensive players that we're going to look at: Badiashile, Wesley Fofana, Levi Koval's performance under Mauricio Pochettino. And now, so we look at the difference. The goals that Chelsea scored last season, 7 games in the Premier League, where Chelsea was last season, 7 games in the Premier League, and where Chelsea are now, and see the vast difference and see what went wrong for Chelsea under Mauricio Pochettino and what is going on right for Chelsea now under the reign of Enzo Maresca. So, join me here, and we have Steven also here with me. Before I get into the we start with the content. I got 3 comments here. Let me go through it. Big up to you, Nick. Nicky. Big up to you, Nicky. Nick in the building. Nick said, Maresca dancing. What app are you using? Some secret app I'm using, bro. Some secret app. All right, thank you very much, Nick. And then my brother Tyrone, the Chelsea session. Big up to you, my brother. I hope you're doing very well. And the family's also doing wonderful. But yet, anyone else that joined, I'm always going to say, everyone is welcome to Blueclouds with the YouTube channel. Let me give some time to Steven. Welcome back again, big brother.
It's good to be back, bro. I was going to say, hopefully everyone's doing well. You've already answered that question. But yeah, it's good to be back after the issues we had yesterday with my internet and stuff like that. So it's good to actually be streaming again.
Yeah, wonderful. I know it's technology. Sometimes you can't fault it. You can't fault it. They make things happen, and sometimes they make us sad too at the same time. But anyway, Steven, international break is here. There's a lot of international games coming up. But I think that this is the right time for us to sit down and review the, Chelsea season so far. Week 7 have gone by. We saw week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, till week 7. Let's analyze it. Let's review Enzo Maresca. But I'm going to take you all the way back to Chelsea building up to where they are now in week 7 and why things is getting better with patience and time at the football club. Enzo Maresca. We start from Enzo Maresca, a manager that won the championship with Leicester City. We know how Leicester City, they have a very experienced team from the Premier League before they got relegated to the championship. He promoted them. He got them promoted to the Premier League and won the championship with them. anybody who keep criticizing this manager, that this a manager with a championship brain, championship manager, what can Enzo Maresca do for Chelsea? Why Chelsea wouldn't go for the likes of the likes of Ancelotti, the German manager who is now with Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and why wouldn't they go for Luis Filippo Inzaghi? Why wouldn't they go for Luis Enrique? But Chelsea saw something different that a lot of people did not see. I never criticized Chelsea for who they're bringing in. They brought in the man who has worked under the likes of Carlo Ancelotti and Pep Guardiola, top managers, which is Enzo Maresca, from the Championship to the Premier League. He went through a series of matches during preseason. He played against Wrexham, which he recorded 2-2 draw. Also, Chelsea played Celtic. Chelsea lost hugely to Celtic 4-1. And also played Manchester City, which we lost 4-2. Played Club America. Chelsea won that game 3-0. Chelsea also played Inter Milan at the Bridge and 1-1. A lot of people were asking so many questions. Why did you bring in a championship manager? And also, Enzo Maresca did not have so much time, but then he was able to swing players, almost about, I would say, 30 players or 25 players together to be able to get them to play or understand this football. It's not yet final. We're not yet at the final stage, but Steven, how would you reveal Chelsea season? How would you reveal Chelsea season and even grade them out of 10? What's going to be your grade? You can build your points up and then grade them last end of your submission.
I think the first thing I'd say is both based on eye test, aka visually, yeah, and when you look at it by what's it called? When you look at it by statistical numbers as well, there's been a clear improvement. So I'm not just using the stats, I'm also telling you factually, when you watch the game, Chelsea look better. I think everyone can agree with that one. I don't think there'll be any real pushback on that. What else have we got? I mean, the other thing is the fact that it's coming together so quick. That's the other thing for me. I wouldn't have expected us to be where we are right now. And by what you're saying, Maresca thinks that way as well. He thinks that Chelsea are ahead of where he had them being under him. So, yeah, I think that's obvious.
Steven, let me say this real quick. Guys, if you're just joining us, I apologize of my spelling error over here. I left the E in the review. So if you're watching it, don't please apologize for it. It's a typing error here. All right, thank you very much. Go ahead, Steven.
Yeah. What was I saying? I forgot now. Basically, visually and statistically, there's been improvements in this team early in the season. The only thing that needs to happen is it needs to continue throughout the season now. We can't just have it last for the start of the season and then drop off, because that is how you get problems. Let's be honest. If that happens, then instantly everyone's going back to calling Maresca a championship manager. Very disrespectful. That needs to be cleared up as well. But I've sent pictures to people who were chatting rubbish about Maresca when Chelsea first got him, and all I did was I put his picture, put a picture of the league table, went championship manager ? Because he's exceeding all expectations of Chelsea fans and of rival fans as well, and the pundits, of course. But then again, when it comes to pundits, we know what to expect with them. But, you know, with rival fans, they've got to do the same thing as well. So he's exceeding the expectations that people had for him. I think one thing that he's done himself that helps is the fact that when we first got him as manager, we were hearing he likes to play a certain way. He has to have possession. His teams have to do this. They have to do that. And it's actually turned out to be a case of he's adapting the Chelsea team to the opposition that they're playing and the way that the opposition that Chelsea are playing set up so that we can exploit that, enabling us to get the points that we have got, where last season it would have been more difficult. Like, let's be fair, like last season, okay, let me quickly go to this. Of our 7 games so far, yeah, we played 3 of the exact same opponents in the exact same fixture in our opening 7 last season. Yeah? We played Bournemouth away and we drew that last season. We won it this season. We played Palace at home. Yeah? Last season, I'm just getting my thing up. I believe that was a defeat. No, Palace last season was a win at home. This time it was a draw. Okay, it is what it is. You're back to a net of 0. And then you've got West Ham away, which last season Chelsea lost. This season Chelsea won it. I think it's pretty clear that in some games we've set up different to how people have expected. And the positive of it is that Maresca's shown versatility by doing that. Let's be honest, right? We were told his teams play possession football. They have one style of play. You're going to have your fullbacks inverting. And the facts really are, we don't always have our fullback inverting, right? Sometimes they're on the overlap. And the other thing that I'd put to that is quite simply that I don't think much more needs to be added to that point. The fact that he's proven he's versatile makes it harder for opposition to figure Chelsea out and make it harder for them to gain points against Chelsea. Okay, we've dropped points to City, but you expect to lose to City in most of the time. 9 times out of 10, you probably expect to lose to Man City. Especially when they're playing the same way that Chelsea are playing. They've been playing that for 6-7 years now. And they've got one of the best managers in world football. So you kind of go in that saying, I'd take a draw. Okay, we lost, but you go in there expecting to lose and you take whatever you can get. If you can get a draw or a win, you're happy. You're delighted, in fact. But that for getting that first game out of the way, I think, was a benefit because no one expects anything from that game. So you get that out of the way. Whereas if this was our game 7 or game 8, and we kept the other results we've got in the other 6 games where we've drawn 2 and we've won the other 4, then everyone's going, Chelsea in good form. They're right at the top of the table. Because you look at that table, if we hadn't played Man City and we played, say, one of the newly promoted teams, for example, then we are literally right there, top 2. Top 3, depending on goal difference. But my point is, getting that game out of the way where you don't expect to win anyway was good because from that we've built up our momentum. We're getting majority wins. Okay, we've had 2 draws. We should have won both those games, but that happens in football. Sometimes you play a certain way and you don't think you should have got anything, and you do. Sometimes you play very well and think you deserve the 3 points, and you don't get it. It's just football. It's the way it is. That's going to happen.
I would even relate that to I think Chelsea and Crystal Palace at the Bridge. It's a game that Chelsea was supposed to pick up our 3 points, and we couldn't.
Yeah, we could have got 3 points in that game. That's the prime example from this season. Like, Chelsea were the team that deserved to win that. It didn't happen. On another day, Chelsea do win that. It's just one of those games. They happen. And that's why I do my best, and I feel like I do a good job of it, to not overreact to the results. Like, I get annoyed. Of course I do. I'm a fan first. Yeah. I'm going to get annoyed and angry at certain things that happen. And look, we can all admit we do that when it comes to football. Yeah. But then give it a day or so, and then my perspective is slightly different. It's just one of those things. You're going to have games like that. City have games like that. Liverpool have games like that. Arsenal have games like that. Villa, every single team in the league have games like that where they should win, but they don't. They might draw, they might lose. It happens in football. And the reality of the situation is the main thing for me at the start of the season was more about the performances. The results come with it. But I wanted to see not just results, but I wanted to see it paired with Chelsea having good performances on the pitch. And I feel like for the most part, we've had that.
Yeah, I think when you say that, just like we're seeing right now with Manchester United, they've been saying this since last season. Enzo Maresca came in, and you can really eye test. You can tell the way they're playing,
You can see
the way they
patterns of play
build
and
up,
everything.
the pattern of play. Yeah, the way they build the game up from the back and work their way through the middle, and then trying to get goals. With Eric Ten Hag, you can't see that. You don't know what they're trying to do. Are they accounting?
The fact that it's just vibes, basically. It
Yeah,
is
are they
like
attacking
Chelsea with Poch last season until like the
Yeah.
last 8 games of the season.
Yeah. So it's something that even though Chelsea might be losing games, but then we see the pattern of play, what they are trying to achieve, and in that instance, you can give them you can give them that kind of a way. Say, okay, they're trying to do this, something new. They're trying to work under the new manager, and it's not done yet. But with time, they will get it. So that alone should tell you Enzo Maresca has done quite a numerous amount of good job since he's been employed as a Chelsea manager. And also certain things that Enzo Maresca has really brought down that we haven't mentioned yet. I know we're building the point, so we're gonna get there. The amount of goals that Chelsea were conceding last season and until now. Even we saw number of goals that Chelsea were conceding during preseason. Like I said, Chelsea conceded almost 11 goals during preseason alone and scored 6 goals. But you and I could say it's working. They're doing something. It will take time. They were so open at the back, especially like we Chelsea against Celtic, Chelsea against Manchester City. We were so widely open at the back because there is some kind of a new style of play that would take time for them to understand. And then if they get it, you and I have been saying, okay, let's wait. Once they get it, it's gonna get better. So now you can see Chelsea understand the way a manager wants to play, and things are working good right now. What would you say with regards to that, Steven?
Yeah,
The pattern of play, the way they block the poles, they don't concede that many goals like they did concede last season.
Yeah, as we've both said, there's definitely progress in that department, no doubt about it, right?
Yeah.
I've just messed something up.
Yeah, I know you're messing with the sheet over there.
Yeah, because I wanted to. There we go. That's sorted now. But yeah, we've both said it. There's clear improvement. You wanted a grade as well. If I was to give it a grade, I'd go B, purely because I feel like we should have won both games at home against Palace and against who did we just play again? My brain's gone.
Who? Oh, okay.
Palace and Forest. I feel like we should have won both those games, but we actually drew.
Yeah, Forest.
So for me, if we'd won those, it's an A. Without doubt, it's an A.
With the Forest game, I think both teams could have won it. Both teams. I don't think that Chelsea were that great against Forest. Chelsea were not that great against Forest. They control possession, yes. But then if you look at the bigger chances that was being created, Forest created much bigger chances than we did. More than we did. Shot on target. Forest had 9, Chelsea had 8. Shots that were on target. But Chelsea had more shots.
You can say shots on target, but shots on target don't mean anything. Like it does, but it doesn't, right? It's more about the quality of chances, and that's why people use stuff like your expected goals, because that relates to the quality of chances, right? Compared to shots on target. Because I can shoot from 40 yards out, but if it's a P-roller to the keeper and it's between the posts, it's on target. Right? So that's why people use stuff like expected goals and
goals.
metrics like
That's
that, right?
Yeah.
So
Goal
if I go
ratios.
to the game and look at that, right? Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea stats. Here we go. Chelsea's XG for that was 2.46 and Forest's was 0.87. So the expected goals for Chelsea was 2.4,
2.4. Yeah.
which means Chelsea underperformed their XG by 1.46. Forest's was 0.87, so they overperformed theirs by 0.13. So Chelsea had the better quality of chances. Chelsea had 22 shots, Forest had 16. Chelsea had 8 shots on target, Forest had 9. Chelsea had 3 big chances, we missed all 3. Forest had 4, they scored 1 and missed 3.
Yeah.
But in terms of the overall quality of chances, like I'm looking at the shot maps at the moment, right? I'm going to send it to you now. But the shot map or where the shots were taken from, for example, and it's actually highlighting the Madueke shot on this image that I'm sending to you. But you'll see what I mean, right? Look at where some of the Forest shots are coming from compared to Chelsea. Forest are having shots from like 35 yards out or whatever that distance is, yeah, really far out. Yeah. Whereas Chelsea, pretty much all Chelsea's shots are from either in the area or around the edge of the area, right?
Yeah, you can.
Or at most, it's the edge of the D. Yeah. Whereas when you look at the Forest one, I presume you've got it up by now, right? Look where some of those Forest shots are coming from, Nee. Do you see what I mean about quality of chances, right?
Give me a second. Let me put it on my screen. So, I mean, whilst we're discussing this, everyone else that's listening, viewers can also get access to it. So, yeah, go ahead. I'll get it on the screen.
So I'm actually going to reload that up now because I want to check something. Let's go for that one. Okay, so their furthest shot got blocked. It was a free kick in the 103rd minute.
Okay.
Their second furthest went wide. Their third furthest, was saved, so it hit the target. It was a Ward-Prowse free kick.
Okay.
But the XG on that free kick was 0.04. Their fourth furthest got blocked. Their fifth furthest got saved. XG is 0.02. Next furthest was saved again, 0.03 XG. Whereas Chelsea, our furthest shot was wide. And then we've got a grouping of them close together, which, okay, some of them missed. But they're, for the most part, higher percentage. In terms of, well, not higher percentage. They're higher value on the expected goals, is what I'm saying. For the most part, because Chelsea have the higher quality in terms of the chances. I mean, we've got one chance from Jackson that was 0.50 and the keeper saved it. The Nkunku header that the keeper saved was 0.51.
So you're talking about this every, I mean, the colors that we have in the box are where the shots are coming from. And compared to
obviously where the ball is, it's the goal, yeah. But blue is Chelsea and other colours Forest. So this is what I'm saying. When you look at how far some of the Forest ones are, right?
Yeah.
Compared to Chelsea. This is what I mean why shots on target is kind of difficult thing to say. Well, if you look at shots on target, then they had more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because a couple of these shots from deep, what's that, probably 30 odd yards out, where they've got that little group in the 4. A couple of those hit the target, but the expected goals amounts will be minimal. It was like 0.01, 0.02.
And you can tell they probably have almost about 35 yards, four shots that is coming from 35 yards out.
If we were to guesstimate on the distance, probably roughly about that.
Yeah. And Chelsea's within 2025. Within 2025. Few of them. Yeah.
The majority of Chelsea's ones are in the box as well.
Right. All right, so guys, so if you're watching this live on Blueclouds Media YouTube channel, we're reviewing Chelsea's season. We've gone all the way back. Like I said, I like throwback sometimes, so we know where we were before, or where Chelsea was before the Premier League started, and how Enzo Maresca have got things going so far. So, like I said, wherever you are watching us from, Blueclouds Media is live on two platforms, X and YouTube at the same time. Would you say that Enzo Maresca and his boys are overachieving? And like I said, we're also going to go through it and review certain individual players. We'll look at the likes of Cole Palmer, the likes of Wesley Fofana, and see how the season is going so far and how things have been for them. Impressive season. Cole Palmer arguably have recorded the Premier League history ever. No other. Now listen to me. Premier League have produced top talented players. The likes of Frank Lampard, DJ Drogba, George Best, and top players. I can't even mention all of them. I can't even Graham Souness. All these players have played in the Premier League. But Cole Palmer, what was that? What was that, Steven?
I don't like Graham Souness.
Yeah, but look, Cole Palmer at his era has made history, Premier League history. 4 goals before halftime. No one has ever made it. So we'll look at the Cole Palmer as we'll put him down as a subject that we're gonna talk through. And and also another record that he's made. I wouldn't say record, award that he has achieved for himself, being named as England. What's the title against me? England's Player of the Year. Cole Palmer has won that one, England Player of the Year. So we're also going to review Cole Palmer, put him down and see why and how this player is able to stay that consistency from last season. It's just a continuation of where he stopped last season into this season. So we've seen it all. Steven, we're still on it. Enzo Maresca, we've talked about Enzo Maresca. We're still going to talk about, you've graded Enzo Maresca as B now.
I've graded the team and the performances as a whole as a B. Like where Chelsea are, where like they're overachieving for what? Well, I wouldn't say massively overachieving.
I was going to ask, do you think that they are overachieving? They are are they pulling too much more than they should pull in where they are right now in the season?
I mean, after 7 games, it's always hard to say, but I'd say they're not. Because for me, when we done the preview, I said if Jackson steps up or Chelsea get a proven goal scorer in the last few days of the window, top 4. If not, I was even without that, because you're adding Nkunku back and Fofana back so you could build a partnership with Colwell and like all these players are coming back. They had long injuries last season. I had Chelsea between 4th and 5th, and I kept switching them between, I can't remember who it was with, but them and one other team, I kept switching between 4th and 5th. And then I said, if Chelsea get that proven striker or Jackson steps up, it's a guaranteed lock in top 4. So for me, they're not overachieving. They're where they should be. But if Chelsea had won those 2 games that we said,
right,
then what would that put us at? That would be an extra 4 points, which would be, I need to get this up because I've just.
I mean, if they you can add this point to it. If they've won against, that's all hypothetical. There's no need to do that.
No, but I'm saying like, for me, they're on target for where they should be right now and where they should be the end of the season, right? So for me, they're not overachieving, is what I'm saying. But if they had got those 4 points, they would literally be joint top of the league with Liverpool. At that point, that's overachieving. That's where I was going with it. If they'd got those 2 extra points in the Forest game and the Palace game, 2 each, because obviously draw, so 1 point. So extra 4 points, that literally puts Chelsea joint top of the league. So at that point, they're overachieving. Being 4th when I expected them 4th or 5th is where I expect them to be.
I agree with you. Like I also said, find themselves in the fourth position with the number of players that they've brought in and the amount of money they spent. I agree that that's where they belong. Because Aston Villa, I don't think the size of Aston Villa squad is anywhere compared to what Chelsea have. The likes of Jadon Sancho, Cole Palmer, and Malo Gusto, and all these players. A lot of money being spent on these players, and they are good players. So I think that Chelsea, they are where they're supposed to be, and I agree with Chelsea. I mean, Steven. I agree with Steven.
You agree with Chelsea? Huh?
I agree with you, Steven G. All right, we're gonna move on from the team. We're gonna move on from Enzo Maresca himself as a manager, and asking those that disrespect this man and call him championship manager. Where are you? Where are you? Do you still see him as a championship manager, or do you see Enzo Maresca as a manager that you have to show that respect, give him that respect because he deserves it? He deserves it. Absolutely, he deserves his work, his way out. He's done a very, very good job. He considered many goals during preseason, but he has a formula of playing, which we haven't seen that formula in some of these Premier League managers. Erik ten Hag is the number one. We don't see the style of play. We don't see the pattern of play. But with Enzo Maresca, although he wins and loses, you could tell his style of play. As soon as the game starts, he defends with the back four. But when the game starts with the ball, he defends with the back three. Without the ball, then he reshape itself to back four. You get what I'm saying? So I can understand what Enzo Maresca is doing. When his infected fullbacks have to be infected, all those things come in play. And something that we did not see under the then manager, Mauricio Pochettino. I couldn't really tell what Poch is trying to do. And it took him the whole entire season to be able to for us to start seeing what Mauricio Pochettino wants to do with the team. It took us the whole entire season before he started winning 5 games in a row. You get what I'm saying? But where were you, Enzo and Mauricio Pochettino? Where were you, Mauricio Pochettino, at the beginning of the season? Where were you?
Do you know what the annoying thing about Poch is? We saw in pre-season he had an idea of what he wanted to do. Then as soon as Nkunku and a couple others got injured, he moved away from it.
Do you know why? Because this is a manager who doesn't believe in himself. He said, you know what he said the other day? He said the reason why he picked up the U.S. national team job is because he wants a sustainability, or he wants a job that is more will keep him in the place for a while, sustain. He wants to be in a job that he'll be lasting for a while. He doesn't want a job that will kick him out when they don't have time for him. You get what I'm saying? He got kicked out from PSG. He got kicked out from Chelsea. So he wants a job that he can have time to do whatever he wants to do, which is a U.S. national team job. Really. He will be sacked after the World Cup. Trust me.
That manager for ages, didn't they? They sacked him for I think it was like a few months or something.
Mauricio Pochettino will be sacked. He will be sacked after the World Cup because U.S. national team are not going to get anywhere quarterfinals. They won't get there. They won't even get to the semi.
National team shouldn't be expecting to get to the quarterfinals.
Well, yeah. They shouldn't be expecting. If you're managing the likes of Spain or maybe Portugal, then you have a high possibility of getting to the quarter or semis. But where he is right now, U.S. national team are not gonna. They don't have that coolness. They don't have that urge to get there. They've never been there before.
But
the size of the U.S.
It's also the talent pool that he has.
Oh, he's got talent. He's got some good talent. The U.S. have got some talent in the past 3 years. I'll say 4 years. They've got some good talent. If you see the talent that they paraded during the Qatar World Cup, I should tell you that U.S. have some good talents that they can do. But can Mauricio Pochettino, with his mindset, can he win anything? The man hasn't won anything.
Did you see the picture I sent yesterday? It was a picture of training with the U.S. men's national team. And he mentioned running or something. So I commented under it. I went, Poch gonna Poch.
Poch is gonna Poch.
Run.
Big up to my brother, Breach Moneymaker. Hope man is keeping well. You're getting stronger and stronger each and every day. He says a big up to legends on the panel. I'm recovering very well. I'm recovering from my chronic autoimmune? Is it autoimmune?
Autoimmune.
Autoimmune disease. I've never heard that before. First time
The
hearing.
autoimmune.
Yeah, autoimmune.
Flu,
Oh,
you
they
know,
like
like
immune system. His
yeah.
immune system, autoimmune. Okay, autoimmune disease. I'm very, very impressed in our coach changing something for every different opponent. He's very, very adaptive. Well, that's adaptive. Yeah. You have to be adaptive before you can survive in the Premier League.
But
You
he's a championship manager.
Yeah, but yeah, he's a championship manager. You can't play your own style each and every day. No, you're not Pep Guardiola. If Angie Postecoglou, Angie Postecoglou, if Angie Postecoglou wants to go his own way, he would not make it in the Premier League. Mark it on this wall. Tottenham Hospital. I don't have that much hate like others have for Tottenham, but I'm telling you the truth.
Pep
If
changes
Angie Postecoglou, if you want to stick to your guts and go that way, like the Beyonce way and Marcelo Bielsa, oh my goodness, you will be relegated, or you're not even going to make top 10. Ange Postecoglou, you won't, because if you think that Dominic, is it not Dominic? Dominic Solanke will be the guy to get you 15 goals a season, then you're lying to yourself. He's not going to get it. He's not that player, because the style of play that you have at Tottenham doesn't suit him. Dominic Solanke,
he started well. To be fair,
he did what? He's shooting well.
He started well this season.
Oh, forget about it.
I feel like he started well. I know Brendan Johnson started well. That's for sure.
He has started well, but not Dominic and Dominic Solanke. Solanke,
like
the way,
right?
if you watch the way, Bournemouth used to play when Solanke was there, Bournemouth was not a team that plays with as a possession football. They sit deep and capitalize, use their pace. Dominic Solanke up on top there, him alone. Sometimes Semedo will be up there, and they use their pace.
Semenyo.
Yeah, Semenyo is the name. Yeah, he uses pace to get goals. It's like a counter-attacking team, but they don't play the same style right now under Tottenham under Postecoglou. They play differently.
Do you say Postecoglou? Is that what you just said?
That's how I've been calling him all this time. He did not hear me. Postecoglou. He doesn't have any clue of what he's doing. Angie Postecoglou. But big up to you, Rich Moneymaker. Big up to you, man. He says for every different opponent. Yeah, absolutely. He's he adapt to the situation wherever he's playing with. He look at how they play and also play and trying to play differently against them. Rich Moneymaker said, according to my contact inside the club, and the owners are impressed how he is adapting players to suit each opponent. Follow me on Rich Moneymaker. Yeah, guys, follow my brother on X, Rich Moneymaker on X. I want to thank each and every one of you. 7 of you watching live on YouTube. I want to say, if you haven't liked the video yet, what are you waiting for? Like the video, subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel, and also our friends watching live on X. Don't forget to like and follow us on our account. The Rich Moneymaker, also on X. You can follow him. Thank you guys very much, and we are still on. Yeah, we're going through deep and see the performance of the team. We're reviewing where Enzo Maresca and his boys are. We've gone through Maresca himself, or people call him championship manager, which is so disrespectful of manager. We've gone through the whole entire team. We've graded them, and then Steven graded them. I grade them a B plus. Steven gave them a B. I give them a B plus. Right now, based on what Enzo Maresca have done. He met new players, put them together, trying to let them know his style of play, the philosophy, which you all can tell so easily. We know how Chelsea is going to play. Once you hear the referee's whistle, we know how Chelsea is going to build up with the ball and without the ball. The only thing is a little defensive shake-up and things will be perfect. That's what we're looking for right now. We went through a series of preseason which he lost. He lost 3 of them, drew 2, and won 1 against Club America. Conceded 11 goals and scored 6 goals in the whole entire preseason, which is not bad.
You know what the best bit is? The best bit is the amount of people that were having a meltdown during preseason. That was the best bit.
Yeah.
And all I kept saying is preseason, you're overreacting. Just
Chill
give
out,
it time.
relax. Yeah.
I don't know how many times I'd had to tell people that, like, genuinely.
You even, I think one of the games I was even angry, and you were like, needs preseason. I think either the Man City game, I messaged you, like, needs preseason. Said, okay, Steven, I'll take it easy. So yeah,
I
with that
don't
one I can
remember who I
confirm.
was having the conversation with. Oh, that
I
was
can
about the
confirm.
women's game, that one. There was another one. I thought I'd got so fed up that I'd said it's effing preseason to someone. But I was talking about the women's team where it was 9-0, and I was saying it's effing preseason. We're smashing them 9-0. We're just not relaxing. But yeah, a lot of the time I did say to people, like, you need to just calm down. It's preseason. Because the whole point of preseason is to test things. That's literally the point of preseason.
Steven, let's take a look at these individual player, Cole Palmer. We're gonna look at the attack and as whole. We're gonna look at the attack and look at Cole Palmer. What kind of human being is this guy, and how brilliant, excellence of a player, character-wise, he has so much character to himself. Cole Palmer, Steven. I don't know how to describe this player. Too brilliant, too smart. At age 21, right? 21 years old.
I think he's 22 now.
22 now.
I think. Hang on. Cole Palmer.
I agree. I think it could be 22 years. Because I remember we bought him when he was 21.
Yeah, he's 22. He'll be 23 in May.
He's 22.
Yeah,
would
he'll
you
be
say
23 in May, the very beginning of May.
Would you say the biggest regret of Pep Guardiola as a manager is him selling Cole Palmer to Chelsea? Let's build up from there.
Potentially, yes. I mean, people were saying Pep won't regret it. He's got Foden, he's got Bernardo Silva, he's got De Bruyne, like, he's got all these players. But when you look at what Palmer's done, I bet he's wishing he never got rid of him now. I bet City are wishing they never got rid of him. Because he wanted to go on loan. Let's remember this. Palmer wanted to go on loan, yeah? He wanted to go on loan. City said, you stay here and get the minutes you're given, or you get sold. So he went, he left, he came to Chelsea, and then he pulled out. And there's not much more that needs to be said on that part. It's probably the easiest way I can put it is Chelsea have had De Bruyne, Chelsea have had Salah, and they're like arguably the two biggest F-ups from Chelsea. Yeah? This is Man City's De Bruyne. This is Man City's Mohamed Salah. This is their big mistake. That is what this is. What do you think, Nick?
What's the
You're really quiet. I literally only just about heard you speak.
Are you there?
Nee, you're really quiet. I can't hear you.
Oh, sure. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it was like you were whispering, but like barely that I could only just about hear you go, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
All right, sorry about that. Oh, but big up to you, the man himself, DJ Sub. DJ Sub's the biggest tip. Big up to Steven and everyone in the comments. Big up to DJ. I hope you are doing very, very well, DJ. It's been a while. Hope you're doing good, brother. All right. So, guys, if you're just joining us here, like I said, we're reviewing the Chelsea season so far. Week 7 has gone, and Chelsea found themselves at the are still in top 4. Would you say they are overachieving? Steven said he doesn't think they are overachieving. They belong to where they are now, considering if they have won the game against Crystal Palace and won against Bournemouth and be on the same level with Liverpool or even ahead of Liverpool,
That is so
then
overachieving.
he could say they are overachieving. If they have win against Man City, win against Bournemouth, win against Crystal Palace, then indeed we have something to talk about over here that they are overachieving. But where they are right now, he thinks that it makes sense. So we're looking at individual
I had
player.
Chelsea 4th or 5th. Let's just remind people. I had Chelsea 4th or 5th. So therefore, I can't say they're underachieving because they're where I expect them at the end of the season to be, and right now they're on track. Right? Granted, it's 7 games. I don't like doing massive judgments after 7 games. So far, so good. They're where I predict them to be around roughly at the end of the season. If they were below 5th, and they actually, correction, if they were 6th, I could say they're about where I expected as well. If they were 8th, for example, or 7th even, underachieving. If they're 1st or 2nd, then they're overachieving. I give it like one either side of where I predict, basically, to say that they're on target. If it's like 2 or more, they're under or over.
Guys, if you're looking at the table, this is where Chelsea was last season after 7 games. On the left-hand side. On the left-hand side here, let me see if I can use my mouse. I got yellow mouse so you guys can follow. So on week 7 games played in the Premier League, Chelsea was 7th. Chelsea 7 games in the Premier League. Chelsea, I think, goal difference, right? It was only 1 plus 1 with 8 points in 7 games. But we're going to look at this season. 7 games played, week 7 played, and Chelsea found themselves here. Top
Chelsea
4.
Getting 2 points per game is the easiest way to put this.
2 points
Chelsea are literally getting 2 points per game. We've played 7 games, we got 14 points.
Yeah, 14 points with 8 goals, Steven. 8 plus 8 goals compared to 1 goal last season in 7 games. Yeah, goals also makes a lot. So, guys, I think that, I think this is the 2nd international break, and it's been good. It's been good for Chelsea
as well.
Do what, Steven?
We got one next month as well.
We got one next month too.
Yeah, there's September, October, and November all have international breaks this season.
Absolutely. Guys, do not forget to like and subscribe to Blueclouds with their YouTube channel. Rich Money Makers said, everyone hit the like and subscribe. Subscribe. Let's go. Subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel, guys. Let's go. Let's subscribe to the channel. A big up to Maya in the building. Maya said big up legends in the chat, hoping that all is well. Absolutely. If you can see me here, Maya, with that smile on my face, to be honest with you, even though things are not well, I'll say it is well, because not everyone that went to bed last night was able to survive and be up again today and breathe the same fresh air like I'm breathing today. So I'm very grateful to be alive. Even though not everything's not perfect, but I'm very happy to be here among you guys, talking football, discussing unnecessary things, sometimes waffling over on this platform. I love doing it. It doesn't bring so much money, but I just love it. Waking up in the morning, seeing my kid's face and my wife's face, and then coming here to see Miss Steven's face, it makes my day. And then after that, the icing on the cake is you legends, DJ Slap, Rich Money Maker, and the Nick and everyone, the Maya, myself, Maya, my brother. So that makes my day going. I don't need. There's so many people. Let me say this. There's so many people in this world with billions of dollars. They can't walk alone on the streets of New York. They can walk on the streets of Detroit. You know why? Because they're scared of their life. But me, I don't have so much. And I feel comfortable walking alone, going to the store, do my grocery shopping, fix my tires, clean my truck, and do all this stuff without no one thinking about me. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes it's good when you don't have those millions but then you can live freely without paparazzi on you taking pictures of you. That's what I like about life. You get what I'm saying? It's not always about money, but it's about living the beautiful life and respecting others. Most important thing, respecting others. You get what I mean? You don't look down upon others. I want to love you forever. In the building, she said, big up to Nate Zion and the panelists. Hope everyone is well. I'm joining late due to appointment. I hate time. I had time to stop home before my next appointment, so I wanted to catch your stream. Thank you very much. I know how dedicated you are. I want to love you. Even it's difficult how things can be for you, still tuning each and every time, listening to Nate Zion and Stephen G. Thank you. Much love to you, brother. Sister, much love to you. And brother Maya said, you need that sound deck for real. Absolutely, Maya. I do. It helps a lot. Sometimes I just, add this to my system in case I'm streaming all by myself. This sound can entertain people that are listening. So it's just like it goes in and out. Let me know if you like it.
Nee.
Yes, David.
So the big tests are coming up for Chelsea now, right? Game week 8 in the Prem, we got Liverpool. Game week 9, we got Newcastle. Game week 10, we got Man United. Game week 11, we got Arsenal. Then, do you know what it's time for? International break again. Yay. We got 4 games before the next international break. There are 4. That's our hardest run of the season. And it comes in one block between the 2 international breaks. Liverpool, Newcastle, Man United, Arsenal. Liverpool away, Newcastle home, Man United away, Arsenal home.
I think I have it on the screen.
Yeah.
We'll look at it. Let me go through this real quick, Steven.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go through this real quick. Lord Vapor Nation, big up to you, Lord. Lodi in the building says, so we are good away from home. We are good away from home than our own backyard. We are a weird team. It's not easy. We're doing it. It'll happen. It'll take time. Lodi, it will take time. Lord Vapor Nation. 1207. Big up to 1207. He says big up me after a long time. Absolutely 1207. It's been forever. But I'm very, very happy at least you remembered your brother is streaming and you saw him live and you still let me click on it and show him some love. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. 1207. Maya said that's good. That's good. Yeah, Steven feeling like King Luis. King Luis what? As always. Is this King Luis the what? This Roman name is XV1. Not sure what exactly number it is. XV1. I'm not good with this Roman numbers, but anyway, Rich Moneymaker said Erik ten Hag has broken another record this season. It's his own record broke from last season. Yeah, if you look at the screen, yeah, Erik ten Hag was on top of Chelsea, and I think I will revisit that image here soon. October will be difficult month, guys. According to Maya, we'll look into the October fixtures as we are here. We're reviewing the season, so we'll do that. Maya says that's like at least a 6 point we can back in. According to Maya, okay, more coming from 1207. Brother said, I wish Erik ten Hag stays till Chelsea. After that, I don't care anymore what they do. Absolutely, I wish he can stay there. Be negative, but look, let me tell you something. Let me put my music off right now. 1207. I don't like Erik ten Hag. You know why I don't like Erik ten Hag? Erik ten Hag tends to play better when he's playing the likes of big teams like Manchester City, Chelsea. It makes the game very difficult because
that's why they've done poor against Tottenham, because Tottenham aren't a big team like that.
Yes, Tottenham are not that kind of a team. So I wish he could go before Chelsea plays there, so they can bring in a different manager.
Need new manager bounce. We don't want that.
Yeah, we don't want. Or you don't want a new manager bounce. But yeah, I think that it will give them. It will make the players play differently, because Erik ten Hag is going to sink deep against Chelsea, and we're going to find it difficult to break them down. They're not going to match Chelsea boot for boot. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to build up a point here. Every Ten Hag is not going to match Chelsea boot for boot. They will stay deep. They will stay compact. They will stay just like they did against Aston Villa. They were very boring. It was a very boring game. Villa was nowhere to be found. Manchester United were nowhere to be found. They can make the game look very ugly, just like we did against Fulham. Nuno Espirito Santos played very ugly. You got players that are playing like playing rugby football against Chelsea, which is what's his name, the African expert. He was just grabbing the ball on the ground. Ward-Prowse.
I kind of respect him for that. He knew that they were in trouble, so he took one for the team.
Okay. All right. So like I said, we'll look at it. We'll look at it as we're here. We must write a petition for Manchester United to keep Erik ten Hag. That guy can't go before we play Manchester United. I was a bit worried he was going to be sacked.
He's already come out. He's staying for now anyway.
Yeah. After that long meeting yesterday, he's staying. So yeah, hopefully Chelsea can play them. And to me, I don't think Chelsea, although the way they're playing, Chelsea can get so many goals out of them because they will be very resilient, compact, and make it difficult for Chelsea. If you're not careful, Chelsea can lose against Manchester United. Mark it on this wall. I'm saying it. Erik ten Hag is very, very difficult to predict when he's playing against top 6. Very difficult to predict. I've said this, and I'm going to say it again. Mark my words. He's playing badly. We don't know the kind of style he's playing. But when he meets Chelsea, look at them, beating Manchester City last season to win a trophy. So we got to be very careful.
Yeah, but I don't look at that result like that. Man City had won the Premier League. They'd all been out drinking and celebrating. Like, let's be fair. That wasn't City at their best. They'd been out partying probably for most of the week. Bro, they won the Premier League, yeah? I don't think they care much about the FA Cup. Let's be honest.
All right, Maya said, I also don't like the guy. He compared himself to Pep Guardiola. 12/7 said, bro, if Tuchel comes, they are they'll do much better than Erik ten Hag, according to 12/7. Erik ten Hag will be gone. He ain't lasting too long, according to Scala in the building. Scala. Rome was not built in one day, but the workers showed progress every day, right? Absolutely. But under Erik ten Hag, I see none. He's seeing none. I like that analogy from
Do you know what the best bit is?
Tell me, Stevie G.
There was people saying, "Oh, Ineos are better than the Chelsea owners." Blah blah blah. Yeah. If they're so much better, why is Ten Hag still in the job?
Erik ten Hag.
Yeah, why is he still in the job? If they're so much better, why is he still in the job?
I think, you know what I think? I think they haven't found the right person.
He would have got sacked.
They haven't found the right manager yet.
He would have been sacked last season if he was at Chelsea. If he was at Chelsea and they had the results that United had, and finished where United did, almost 100% guaranteed he's sacked.
I heard someone say the same thing you're saying. No manager, no club in the top 4 will keep Erik ten Hag to that long in the way he's performing. Chelsea wouldn't do that. Arsenal wouldn't do that. Liverpool will not even do that. The way Erik ten Hag is performing, no team in the Premier League will keep Erik ten Hag as a manager. And those are facts.
Do you know what the even better bit is? That among their favourites isn't Tuchel, but it's people like Southgate, Eddie Howe, and Graham Potter. Oh, it's lovely. I've had to put up with torture from all 3 of them. One, because he was an England manager, which is Southgate.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to put up with the torture of people kissing up to Eddie Howe for doing nothing, which done my head in. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then The other one, I don't think needs explaining in Graham Potter. I don't think that needs explaining.
All right, so Stephen G, thank you very much, guys. We're still on reviewing Chelsea season, 7th place so far. They are still in top 4. Are they overachieving? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. 1207 said, I think after the final win against Man City, the top, he can turn around. He can turn things around. That's where they messed up. Maya says, shout out to Ekbali and Todd Bowley, even though I was clowning them. Okay, even though he was clowning them. Sacking coaches is normal at Chelsea, man. Not at Man United. All right, Richmond Maker said Eddie Howe could leave Newcastle. Yes, it's some fresh wind is blowing through Newcastle. Looks like Eddie Howe will be going through. Will be leaving the football club. I don't know yet, but maybe Manchester United can rely on him.
That's right. He could be going to Man U.
Yeah, he could be going to Man United. But let's go. Let's get. We got our brothers joining here. We have Scala in the building. We have DJ Saab in the building. DJ Saab joined me today. DJ, it's been a long time, brother. Welcome back to your channel, DJ. How are you, sir?
Hey, big up Lee, big up Stephen, big up to everyone in the comments. What's going on for you guys? Everyone okay?
Everyone is fine. DJ, before we get in, DJ, what's wrong? Are we fighting? You and me, are we fighting?
No, bro. Why'd you say that?
I messaged you on X yesterday. I didn't get a reply from you, so I thought maybe you and I got a fight.
No, bro. No, bro. No, not at all, not at all. I'm sorry I didn't get your messages. I was out yesterday with my brother. He had to go somewhere, so I had to take.
And then yesterday I saw you just like this. I was about to click on you and get you in the studio, and then DJ vanished.
No, it was the day before yesterday, bro.
Day before yesterday.
Yes, I was going to jump on, and then then I had
Something
a knock at the door. So no, someone knocked at the doors. My next door neighbours, and I couldn't. They were here for a little while, and I couldn't come back on the show afterwards. That was all. But nah, me and you are corny. Honestly, bro.
Oh, no. Don't take it serious. I'm joking.
No, not at all, bro. Not at all.
All right, thank you very much. We have DJ in the studio. We have Manchester United hierarchy. Yeah, high hierarchy himself. The Scala man in the building. Big up to you, Mr. Scala. Welcome back to the show. And what do you have for us based on Manchester United, brother?
Yeah. Big up to everyone and everyone in the comments.
You cool?
Like the stream.
Like it, guys. Like the video. You like the stream. The only way YouTube, you see, when you guys keep doing that, the numbers keep rising, because that's the only language that YouTube, that little virus in that computer, that's what he understands. He only understands likes and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. So if you guys don't put those things down, that virus, that machine will not understand anything regarding YouTube. So guys, let's do it. Let's go. We can make it up to maybe 60 views. Before we leave, let's go, guys. Okay, Scala, I'll come back to you in a second. Let me hear from. I've been talking to Steven for almost about an hour now, or over an hour. Let me hear some more from our brothers here. DJ, I know you've been listening. Scala's also been listening. Guys, we're reviewing the season so far. Scala, we're gonna get there and his review so far, where they were last season and where they are now. So Scala can get that ready for us. DJ, Chelsea found himself on top 4 right now, and I know where you stand beginning of Enzo Maresca. I know, because you and I have chatted a lot with this manager here, and I know where you stand. You're not so convinced of him, but you're willing to support him. DJ, are they overachieving, and where do you grade this team and Enzo Maresca as a manager? Go for it, DJ.
Nah, not at all, bro. I don't think we're overachieving at all. I think what we saw towards the end of last season, we were moving up. We moved to 6th position when we finished in the league. Had Man United not won the FA Cup, we'd have been playing the Europa Cup, not what we're in now.
Yeah,
so we're not over. Yeah, so we're not overachieving, bro. I think where we are is where I expected us to be. I think we've actually started the season very well. Yeah, we lost that game to Manchester City, and then after that, we just were like more. I won't say we were over the hill and far away, but we picked up points. We got vital wins, where we needed to, and then we started to become this hard team to beat. And look, I'm very happy about it. And I always said about Maresca, and I think one of the things I did say about him was, I had my doubts. But at the same time, you guys also remember when I came on your streams, I did say I want to give this guy time. And if things start going wrong, don't blame the manager. This guy needs to be given time. He's been given a 5-year contract. Support. I'll back him all the way. I'll say blame the owners for bringing him on board. Okay, but don't blame the manager because I think he's a good manager. And a lot of people were actually laughing at us because we hired some first division managers, like to call him, from Leicester City. But what people didn't realise is where this guy's is actually learnt his trade from and where he's come from. He's come from the school of Pep. He's learnt with the man himself. The guy's won
Didn't he
titles
also
with Pep.
play under some of the best managers as a player? No?
He did also, bro. He did, and he's
Ancelotti,
also Ancelotti. He's got, I think Sarri. Who was the other one? Sarri. I think he says he's got time for. And who's the actual Italian? Is it Lippi? Marcello Lippi. Another one.
No
He says,
idea.
yeah, he's another one. Yeah, who he basically says he's got all the time in the world for these guys because he learnt his trade under all these guys as well as bringing his own into play. So he picked up things from the likes of Pep and other managers that he learnt with, and he's also brought his own philosophy into things. And I think where we are at this moment in time, I think is exactly where I was expecting us to be come midway through. We are playing excellent football at this moment in time. The only thing I only have my doubts about is we're conceding still. I think the goal. I still have to ask questions over the goalkeepers. But other than that, I think, and some of our defenses as well. But going forward, mate, we're just a joy to watch. And Cole Palmer, mate. I mean, come on, every single person, fan in the world are now talking about this guy. And what I'm getting annoyed about now is I'm hearing how, Real Madrid should drop 150 million on this guy and he should go Real Madrid. I'm getting things like that coming out. Even the last international break, yeah, it was how to get rid of Cole Palmer out of the Chelsea team because these people don't like it. People don't want to see Cole Palmer do well at Chelsea.
On the way back in it, DJ.
Yeah, and they can't stand it. And and I keep saying it. Good luck to Real Madrid even trying to get that move done because he's going to be worth more than 150 million. Let me tell you that right now. And there's no way Real Madrid, despite all their money they might have in the world and all their success, there's no way these owners will end up selling this guy. And I think if he does go, it's going to go for beyond 150 million plus at least.
200.
That will never happen.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Guys, let me ask you guys this real quick. Has Real Madrid recorded any player scoring 4 goals before half of a break or half of a game? If they have, guys, we can do our research here and let us know if any Real Madrid legends have scored 4 goals in the first half.
Look up Raul and look up Morientes. I think one of those two did do it, I think, Nick.
I was going to say maybe it'd be Raul.
Raul or Morientes. One of
4
those
goals in the first half.
Yeah. I can remember.
Guys, grab your computers, grab your cell phone, Google it, and see if any of Real Madrid legends have recorded 4 goals in a half in a single game before. Then we can talk about how much you want to price, Cole Palmer. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Bro, I'd argue his Neymar money when he went to PSG and that is like over 200 mil now.
What's that, bro? Sorry?
He's like Neymar money where he was like over 200 mil.
Yeah.
You think I'm joking, bro?
Neymar was costing more than 200 mil, Steven. Over 200 mil. Yeah, almost about 300 or 400 mil Neymar. Price tag when he moved to PSG. When he was about to move from Barcelona to PSG. I can't remember. It was over 300 million.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was a lot of money, and that's about the region that Palmer's in now. And I'm not even saying that as a Chelsea fan. I'm just saying that as a football fan, anyone does what he's done, you're that level of player.
Right.
100%, bro. And I'll tell you another thing.
Realistically, if Duran has banged in 4 or 5 goals already this season, and he's 70 million striker apparently now,
Yep.
Palmer is like a wide player last season, now more as a number 10, doing what he did and is still doing. Yeah. Don't forget, for England, he got how many minutes at the Euros? Like, I don't know. 70 potentially because we had one game that went to extra time. That's me being generous. It was probably more like 50, 60. And he got the assist for Watkins in the semi-final for the winner. And he got the equaliser in the final. And then we sat back like donkeys because Southgate. He could have legitimately been bringing football home to England if Southgate was a brave manager.
Yeah.
right,
100%
DJ.
agree with that.
Yeah, let's go to DJ. DJ, summarize it up for us and then grade the team and the manager and the whole. Then we'll come to individual Cole Palmer, so we can give our brother Scala
Sure.
to also give us his view on his his team and where they are at this moment. Big up to you, Sodis. He says hello to as a rich money maker. Thank you very much for your comments. According to my trusted sources, Cole Palmer isn't for sale, and we're using Cole Palmer for our potential sponsors. Real Madrid will not try Cole Palmer because of how long his contract is. Very, very long. 9 years.
Things on that, knee quickly. The other thing is that you got to look at the Real Madrid team, yeah? I swear they're playing Bellingham in the 10. Then you've got to fit Mbappe, Endrick, Rodrigo, Vinny, like all these players in your team somehow.
Valverde.
It ain't happening.
Yeah.
No.
All right. So thank you very much. 1207, 13 years contract for Cole Palmer. Maya said, it says, is it high? Chelsea mustn't
sell Cole Palmer.
Mustn't sell. Okay, they must not sell Cole Palmer. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Let's go to DJ. Before we go to Scala, DJ, wrap it up for us on the team's progress so far.
Very good, mate. Very happy. I mean, when you put us up there to progress of where we're at, obviously, I wouldn't say. Obviously, A would be A plus would be there. I'd probably say we're in the A bracket, but we're not obviously amongst Arsenal, Man City as yet, or Liverpool. But we're there. We're fourth spot, so I'll still put us amongst A compared to the other two teams at least.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. DJ, we're gonna go to our brother. Yeah, we're gonna go to our noisy brothers, Manchester United, and we have a rep on this platform. Scala, over to you, sir. Erik ten Hag and his Red Devils. What's going
on? Yeah, let me just weigh in on the Cole Palmer topic because
you better clear your throat before you start talking. You better did it. Go for it, Scala.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's a player I do really like because we were discussing this like yesterday only about, players who look good because of GA, and there are players like him who don't need GA, but they have the GA to back their talent up because, this guy, I don't need to look the stats for him because I know his technical level and his basics are so good that I don't need some sofa score or whatever app they use right now. These kids use to justify a player has played well. So I think he's a fantastic talent, and I mean, considering you guys have given him that death row contract, it's very difficult to get him out. So I don't think it will be very easy. And what age is he right now? Is he like 23 or something like that?
He's 22. He'll be 23 in May.
Yeah, so I think he's there at Chelsea for at least a couple of years. But one thing I'll say is that I wouldn't bank on him, this guy, pledging his loyalty to your club. That's something like you cannot expect players of this era generation to be doing that. If say even if like a Real Madrid do come and they are saying that we are going to be offering like 120, 130 million
for anyone else.
Whatever money they are going to be offering, if he is pushing for the move, I mean, it's not easy to stop players because I was listening to, fortunately or unfortunately, I was listening to TalkSport a couple of days ago, and they were having an interesting debate about who are more powerful. Is it the club or the player? They had some agent talking about this, and they are saying that the player. Yeah, it's the player. It's very difficult for a club to not sell a player if like a ridiculous amount of money is getting paid. So yeah, but despite of all that,
before you go ahead, let me explain why now the players hold so much power at every football club now is the Lassana Diarra's ruling. Lassana Diarra sued was it FIFA or UEFA? I think FIFA for the way they treat players in terms of labor law. So now every player, if you find a club that is interested in you, you can cancel your contract with your parent club now, and the club that you're going to wouldn't have to worry about paying what's they gonna pay again? Compensation fee.
It was compensation fee.
Yeah, compensation fee. So he won that. I don't know if people have to go back and then revisit their ruling in terms of the labor law and player transfer. So something has to be done. I'm sure they're going to do something before the January transfer window. Everything they do now is not going to take effect until the January transfer window. They have to do something
I
about
mean,
it. If not,
realistically, a club doesn't have to accept an offer, though.
Correct.
right.
And
Like,
ideally as well, Neat.
if Real Madrid or PSG come in and offer 100 million for Palmer, that ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's just a fact.
And to be fair, the club still has the because he's
Oh, the
contracted
aces?
to the because he's contracted to Chelsea for what was it 2033? His contract
Bro, he's
until
got like a 10-year deal or something.
yeah. He you know I'm not sure. I think there's still some. I think there's also something in there where they'll need to pay. He'll have to pay that own money if he wants to get out of Chelsea out of his own back.
Yeah,
So-
players have to pay their own compensation.
And he's no way. I don't
Yeah.
think he's going to be doing that somehow or another.
Yeah.
And to me, you look at Cole Palmer, mate. He doesn't seem that kind of player either. I mean, you just have to look at the fracas that went on against Nottingham Forest. Who was the only guy sitting on the ground away from it all? Guy sitting on the ground, cool, calm, and collective. When the player's having a little fracas, the guy doesn't want to get involved. All he wants to do is play football. So I can't see him even kicking up a fuss. To be fair, Cole Palmer.
I agree.
Maybe I might change. So, yeah.
We're gonna move on to Scala. Go ahead, Scala. Sorry for interrupting you.
Yeah, as I was saying, like it's very difficult to get the player out, but I don't know. I just don't feel like all these contracts and 10-year contracts and all this. I don't think when the time comes, it's going to make a lot of difference if the player is pushing for the move. Because what I've seen of Cole Palmer is that this guy is ambitious. He left Man City after having literally 4 good months. He literally had one good Club World Cup, scored the goal in a Community Shield, and you guys paid 45 million for that. And he's probably the only player. I don't know if Pep regrets it or not, but I don't know if he regrets it or not, considering what he has right now. But I don't know, in the future, maybe if a Madrid or a Barca come, he might leave. He might want to leave because, let's be honest, they will never lose their lure. Madrid or Barcelona, especially Real Madrid. So, yeah, but that's a topic for probably like a long time after this. But right now, this guy is like clearly the best player in the league, and definitely like a top 3 player in the world if you include players like Lamine Yamal and all those guys. But yeah, man, I just love to watch him. And DJ mentioned about that incident. I have watched that incident about 4 or 5 times. I mean, I just love how he just has that Paul Scholes vibes about him. He just wants to kick ball and go home. He's not interested in all this.
To be fair, he was on a yellow card as well.
Yeah, but even with that, also you never see him fighting. The only time I'm seeing him fighting is for that penalty incident with Madueke. Other than that, I have never seen this guy, trying to go fist for fist. So, but yeah, man, I do. And what about that touch? It like a Burkamp kind of touch he did. Stuff like that. Players like Bruno Fernandes, they can't even dream about doing that because they don't like the football. And yeah, you kind of have to be a bit jealous considering he's Mancunian as well and he supports United. So yeah, it is what it is, man. You've got a smashing player, and and I'm glad. I hope Lee Carsley he probably gets the job because I've seen him playing all these young players, Angel Gomez and all that. So Cole Palmer, whatever Euros or World Cup and Nations League, he should be top 3 names on the team sheet. So yeah, man, good for him.
All right, Scala, take us through your team. So, your team. If you look at the display board or whatever display screen that we have there, Manchester United last season, 2023-2024 season, 7 games in, you guys were languishing at the 10th position with 9 points, -4 goals, -4 goals. And then if you look at this season, looks like you guys are going down and down. 7 games in, you're now on 14th position with -3. 8 points. 8 points.
It's officially our worst start in the Premier League since the Premier League was named Premier League. So So I think it was like
Last
19
season, also your worst start in 7
yeah,
games.
we are just eclipsing the bad records game after game, and it's not a surprise. And what can we do? Because I have literally given up hope on Ten Hag because that guy lives in a completely delusional world. I don't know
Bro
what.
said better than City and Pep.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, the only argument, before he came, he was talking, like, hyping his football style. And after he won the two cups, he's on this same, like, lame ass, like a monologue that I won two trophies and I'm the manager to won most trophies after Pep in the last 5 years.
Wasn't the argument that he'd won every final they played against Man City in his time there or something? Wasn't that his whole argument?
When? At Ajax?
When he said about it, wasn't his argument like they've won more of the finals between the two teams or something?
I don't know, man. I mean, we've literally played three finals, lost one, won two. So
Yeah.
it's not really a big sample size as well. So I don't know, like how many, like Pep literally has like won four Carabao Cups in a row. Then he's lost one Champions League to you, and then he won another, and he's got four Premier Leagues. So it's not really a fair comparison. I mean, we got a lucky run in the Carabao Cup, and in the FA Cup final, we literally could have gotten out the previous round against Coventry. If they literally saved by
Certain
what?
officiating decisions
Steven,
messed
Steven.
Coventry up on that.
Steven, take over. I'll be right back. All right.
So,
Yeah, I'm glad for
yeah,
that in a sec as well because my connection's terrible even with Discord.
Yeah, but wait for me. If not,
Yeah,
let
I
D
will.
take over.
Don't worry.
All right, please. I'll be right back.
Was you saying,
where
Skylar?
yeah, so where we are 14th right now. I mean, teams like Bournemouth. I can't believe West Ham are ahead of us. I don't know. I mean, I thought like
After
Lopetegui
the
he was
start they
getting
had as
hammered
well,
every
bro.
week. Yeah, I mean Bournemouth. I can understand like that the guy that manager he's doing a good job, but I can't believe we are behind West Ham. That's not a big problem. The big problem for me is that -3 goal difference. We don't score. We literally scored 5 goals, I think,
I
in
swear
seven
you've only
games.
scored one at home as well.
Yeah, we haven't scored since that goal opening day against Fulham that Joshua Zirkzee scored. So, I mean, lots of opponents like Liverpool have outscored us in our own home. They've scored 3 goals. So yeah, man, we are rubbish, and I don't know till when and how long this board will tolerate this because this is very unacceptable, especially after the backing he has got this summer. Because I was very, very pleased with the summer signing minus Ugarte. All the other four signings, I was very happy with it because all of them strengthen us in the first 11. We are not like we didn't sign players like Tottenham, who literally signed one good player and rest of them were for bench. When their first 11 had many problems. We
Who
signed
else did
5
you
players.
sign? Obviously Xerxes and Euro, but who else did you sign other than
Yeah, we
Ugarte?
signed this guy Mazraoui and Delict.
Oh
So
yeah, I forgot about the Bayern and former Ajax duo.
yeah,
Completely forgot.
Mazraoui has literally been like a player of the whatever, like 7 games. He has been like clearly like by far our best player. Delict, I'm very confident he'll come good. It's just that we don't have a system which favors players like him.
Yeah.
And Xerxes again, he's facing the same problems with Jadon Sancho faces. He's a
Do
very
you
different
think
player profile.
sorry, I thought you had done. I was gonna say, do you think that Man United suit more of a back three system right now?
Yeah, I
With
mean, considering
your
we have
players that
three
you
good
have,
centre backs,
especially
yeah,
defensive.
we have 5 centre backs at the club. If you take Delict, Martinez, and Euro, and then you add Lindelof and Maguire, we've got 5 centre backs. So it is like on paper we should be playing a back three because we've got 3 very good centre backs. And even with those 3, Martinez, we are covering his deficiencies because Lisandro Martinez, he cannot defend the wide positions. You would have seen so many times, every time he comes one-on-one on the wide position, he gets cooked. Players like like Salah has cooked him like at least 5 times I can remember. And even lower, like lesser team players have done the same thing. So it makes sense to play a back three with probably 2 strikers because but again I don't know, this manager he's fixated on playing this back four with 1 holding and 2 number 8s and 3 front 3, and now that his boy Hoyland is fit, is definitely not going to be playing a back three anytime soon because Hoyland is like his love child. Even though Xerxes is Dutch, Yeah, I mean this
That's
guy
right.
Hoyland. I actually
Oh
have
my
given up on
days, bro.
Hoyland. I
That's
thought I
brilliant.
was going to give.
Oh mate, is
I
that?
thought having some
Oh
patience
man.
with Hoyland, but my big problem with players like these, they don't have the basics of the football. You don't have a first touch. You don't have any weight of pass. Every time I see him play, he's just wrestling the center back. And that's
Bro
not good
said,
enough. I
come and
don't
have a
mind
go
you
if you
scoring
think
goals. He
you're
didn't
hard
score for
enough.
16. Yeah, I didn't. He didn't score for 16 games straight in a row. And he was covering up that by scoring like 4 goals or 5 goals in the Champions League. But even in the Premier League, he doesn't have. I don't know what. When I look at a player, at least I can tell. If I look at Mason Mount, I don't rate him, but at least I can say this guy has his culture on the ball. You'll never see Mason Mount losing possession. He knows his limitations, but I cannot pinpoint at what Hoyland is good at. And we spent 75 million there, 85 on Anthony. So
I'll be
yeah,
real
man.
with you, mate. I'll be real with you, bro. I actually think all the players that you're saying are not good players are good players. I just think it's your manager who doesn't know how to make
Yeah,
them
you
play
are right.
football.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Look,
mean,
I
you
also
know, you don't become a bad player overnight. For me
100%.
personally, right? Yeah, do you get me, bro? And I think, look, Hoyland, I actually rate Hoyland. I think he's a good player. I really do. I think he done it well. He done well in the Italian league before you guys signed him. I think he's an excellent talent. I think Garnacho is one of your better talents out there as well. I
He's
think as
not a
well.
talent, man. I don't rate Garnacho. He's rubbish.
I think he's a
He
good
is
player,
rubbish,
mate.
man.
I just think he's under the.
He
I just
just
think he's
he's
under the wrong. He's just under the wrong manager, bro. You bring in a Thomas Tuchel in there, bro. Yeah, he improves that guy automatically. Yeah, and
Bro,
I'll
look
be
what
honest with you.
happened with Rudiger. Yeah, he struggled in a back
Yeah,
four.
yeah,
Tuchel came
Rudiger has
in back three, and Rudiger is a
You
different
can
beast.
see that Rudiger is not comfortable in a back four. He wasn't comfortable in a back four at Chelsea when Lampard was there, and Tuchel came in and put him in a back three because his skill sets suited back three. When I look at Garnacho and Hoyland, my big thing is that they don't have any like out of the box skill set. Garnacho, he just puts his head down and runs. And he's not even quick. If you
Road
think
runner.
he's quick, he's not quick. He's not like fast like Rashford. If you think like that, and he hasn't got any like meat in his body. He's like literally built like a twig.
God,
you
mate,
know
that bad. I
so
don't think
if
he's that
you
bad, bro.
either no,
Honestly.
he is. The problem with that thing is that if you see everywhere on social media,
Mhm.
the United Twitter also, you will see Garnacho, Rashford, not Rashford, Garnacho, Mainu, and Hoyland. The club is trying to push these three players as the face of the club. you know
Ooh.
and when you keep feeding that on the social media side, it's kind of gets into your psyche that these are good players. They are, every time I see like the United Twitter tweeting about like shop from our website, they have
Mm.
these three players on their advertisement, and they're doing all this. You can see they celebrate that, they do that print celebration by sitting on the advertisement board, and always it's these three guys.
And then they always
Like
throw
So
the
the
link
natural
up.
yeah, so
celebration.
yeah, these are like PR techniques to build their
Their
sort of
like
image, right?
profile and stuff.
Their profile.
Yeah, and if you saw what Hoyland did after that 0-0 against this guy's,
It's
who did we
happening
play?
again.
Completely forgot. Like it's gone off my mind. I think was it like like what was the last? Completely, it's gone off my head.
Who you
Uh,
played last?
yeah,
Are you talking about who you played last? You
like
guys,
Aston Villa, right? Yeah, Aston
Aston
Villa.
Villa,
So
0-0 draw.
this guy put on his Instagram like it's good to be back, and it could have been more, and he was like praising himself, and he was
Oh
getting
God,
hammered in the comments,
Wait,
and
who
he
was
had
this?
to put yeah, Hoyland.
Hoyland.
Oh,
Yeah. If you and he was getting like bashed left, right, and center by the
Oh my
United fans, and he
days.
had to release a story confirming that I'm not advocating like player over team, something that cover up piece, and then he sort of
the
these are the
fact
things
he
which
had to put
annoy
out a
me.
thing about it makes it funny.
Yeah, because
I mean, so
I
so tell
want my
me,
club to I want my club to treat players like these, or any players like how Real Madrid treat their players. They look at these players as replaceable employees. They don't have like form an emotional bond with these players because they have done nothing in the game. Hoyland, you were saying he was good at like in the Serie A. He had
yeah, he
seven good
was.
games, just 7 good games, and two of them were off the bench. And we decided that yeah, this guy is going to be the next big thing, and he can't even do the basics like
Do
what
you,
Nicholas Jackson does.
do you
You
know
know,
what it is, bro?
and
But do you know what it is, bro? I'll be real with you, bro. The only reason why you're probably looking at the situation and thinking he's not doing well, because I'll be real with you as well, mate. With Jackson when he first came to Chelsea, right? My thing about Jackson last season was I always felt he needed an experienced striker around him to make him a better player, right? And I say the same thing about Højlund. He needs an experienced player. For example, if you think about over the years of players that you guys have had, who was the who was that top Swedish striker you guys got? Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, this guy, he had experience. So any other striker coming in would learn from the guy, and they'll go become good strikers. I just think you guys are like I said, like I thought about Jackson last season. I thought he needed someone to be alongside him to make him a better player.
But you didn't bring an
Okay,
experienced striker. So how did he
but
improve?
we had
Who?
Nkunku there. Nkunku was there. He's still got
Nkunku is
over
not
experience
experienced
over
like
him.
was
that.
there.
He's
Over
25
Jackson.
himself.
Yeah, but he's
he's
experienced
not.
over Jackson though.
Yeah, but I won't say Nkunku is like a proper number 9 as well. He's like he can play anywhere across
No,
the
but he
front
can.
three.
But he can. But what my point is, right? He on if you obviously watch Nkunku
Yeah,
in the Bundesliga, right? The guy was scoring flipping goals
yeah,
left,
yeah.
right, and centre with Leipzig. Yeah, he came over to Chelsea. He had that bad injury. I reckon he would have been excellent for us. And I think Jackson have learnt from him. That's how much I rate Nkunku. And I think with your guy with Højlund, I think Højlund is the same thing. I think he's an excellent talent. He just needs an experienced striker on him. And I think what you guys did not do in the summer, which I thought you guys were going to go and do, was sign an experienced striker. Because don't believe me, I'm saying as a Chelsea fan because I was going on about us needing an experienced striker. Yeah. Okay, because of what happened with Jackson, and obviously we're not sure about Nkunku's injuries, right? So I was thinking, we need to bring an experienced striker in, right? But it's the same thing with you guys. I thought you guys were actually going to go and bring an experienced striker in to help the likes of Owen to make him a better player. But obviously, you guys decided not to, and you just decided they didn't want to do that for whatever reason or another. Or your manager, I don't think it was your owners. I think it's your manager who's come down to it and said, "I don't want these players." I don't know. I mean, you know probably more about this than me.
The point where I'll disagree is that you're saying that you bought Nkunku to help Jackson, which I do agree. I mean, it's always helpful when you get someone of Nkunku's quality and his numbers.
Yeah.
You can teach him a thing or two. But when I look at Jackson as a standalone player, I can clearly see what his skill set is. If you remember his debut game against Liverpool, he was giving nightmares to Konate and Van
100%,
Dijk by how he exploits space. And then he improved his finishing this season. And and if you remember the one game against Wolves where he missed a sitter, him and Sterling were trying to outnumber each other by who can miss the worst chance. And he has improved this season. But I can see and Jackson, he's got 2 or 3 things which are like his own thing. Like those are not. I don't need an Nkunku to put him together to see. Yeah, he's bringing that effort out of Jackson. I can see Jackson. He's good at these things. When I look at Højlund, you don't need to bring like a Ibrahimovic to improve Højlund's first touch. His first touch is not. I'm not saying it's like Lukaku, but he's so awful. Like every time we fish the ball into him, it's always bouncing. And for a guy who is like 6'3", 6'4", he's not good in the air as also in the air also. So when you say that Højlund is good, I'll disagree like heavily because I just don't see anything in him like something stands out. He's just fast. And that's what United released last 2 weeks ago, that Højlund clocked this amount of speed. He was like quickest player, and they are releasing Delos saying that he's the quickest player in the United squad, out pacing Rashford. So those kind of PR people will fall into and think that he's a good player. He's not, So, and again, we have got a completely different striker in the form of Xerxes, who is very different to Højlund, and we are trying to play both of them together or even with like individually, and it's not bringing the best out of us. And that brings back to your point saying that the manager is to blame because he's not catering to any one of their needs. Because when he starts Xerxes, we have to play a very different style. When he starts Højlund, we have to adapt completely different. And there is no middle ground. So
it confuses the other players within the team because 1 week or one half or whatever you're playing one style, and then next minute, here comes Xerxes or whatever. We got to change up how we're playing. It makes it a mess.
Of that, and the chief conspirator and the culprit is Bruno Fernandes for me, because every time this guy plays, we never keep the ball. And how are you going to implement a style of play when you don't keep the ball? Because if you looked at the Barnsley game, okay, it's still Barnsley, but we had Eriksen playing, Casemiro playing. These guys are good on the ball. They know what to do with the ball. That's why we smashed them. So,
you know what I'll say? What I'll say with all this that you guys are talking about regarding to Højlund and all that. Guys, I'll come to the comments. Leave the comment. I'll come to the comment. I'll go through them real quick as soon as we're gonna wrap up a little bit, and then we'll go to the comments and look into that. So, big up to my friend. I think Hold Dog. Big up to you. I'll get your comment here soon. See, there's nothing like a bad player. I've listened to a lot of pundits talk about this minute. There's nothing like a bad player. If you look at academy style of play, is different from when the pros are playing. Lots of these players are very, very young. And they need someone who understands the way they play, the movement, and all that. And I don't think Eric Ten Hag is one of them. Just like Steven said, this week you're playing this style of football. The following week you're playing another style of football. I understand we always talk about adapting in the Premier League, but there's no pattern of play for these young players to learn. We can see what Manchester United are doing. When you watch Chelsea, you know what Chelsea are going to do without the ball and with the ball. You get what I'm saying? And we know who is going to start for Chelsea, who is going to be coming up from the bench. Compared to last season, we didn't know. We don't see the same thing with Eric Ten Hag. When Man United are playing, I'm watching them. I can't tell if they're attacking based team or they're counter-attacking based team. All these affect the psyche of these players. Imagine if you have Rasmus Højlund or whatever his name is in our team, Chelsea team. Don't tell me he would not bury some of the chances that Nicholas Jackson have been, had last season.
Have you seen Højlund's misses?
Oh, I've seen some of them.
Yeah.
They're horrible. I have, but I think the Eric Ten Hag need to coach these players very well. They are good players. If we know,
when you are saying there are no such thing as bad players, if I put Højlund and Jackson, Højlund is a bad player when you compare him to Nicholas Jackson. So there are bad players. Otherwise everyone will be playing for Real Madrid. So it's not like there are no bad players. I have a very strong opinion on this because I don't rate many of my players because we are rating them based on United where we are right now and where we want to be. Where we want to be, I think 95% of the players don't start in a Premier League winning or even a contesting side. Garnacho will be on the bench, or I'll ship him to somewhere like somewhere Cadiz or something like that because he's not a good player. But the problem is that most look, obviously you don't watch United week in and week out, so you are obviously not inclined to know this, but he's not a good player, man. When I look at the top player, when I look at like a Savino or something like that, you just look at that, the basics of, he has that basics, and how he played against you guys. You must have seen how he cooked.
Are you talking about Haaland? You're talking about Haaland, right?
No, I'm talking about Savino from Man City.
Savino, yeah.
I'm not
Savio.
Yeah. I'm not so sure what Scala is really looking for from Haaland. Haaland is not a Nicholas Jackson.
I'm looking for the basics. I don't want you to score 25 goals in your first season.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I mean, if you talk about footwork, Haaland doesn't have that much, just like Haaland from Man City. Haaland is not a good, footballer. Doesn't have that football IQ, but he's just a good finisher. You get what I'm saying?
Haaland has football IQ. If you watch how he manipulates the run, if you watch the goal he scored against, where he scored, I think it was his hat trick against.
Well, let me rephrase it. He doesn't have the. He's not a complete footballer. Let me put it that way. He's not a complete footballer.
Yeah, he's not a complete footballer, but Haaland's finishing is very good. Haaland's finishing is very good. He has football IQ. He knows how to time the runs. He doesn't get caught offsides too many times. But if you watch Højlund, he has so many offsides, and his finishing is not elite as well. At least do one thing good. I don't want you to score X amount of goals, but can you hold the ball? Can you bring others into play? Can you have a decent first touch, weight of pass? That's my big thing. He's 22. He should be having all that by 18 years old. And when I compare him to someone like Kobe Mainu has the basics. That's why he's playing, because anyways, we don't have like a player like him. But if you put Kobe Mainu in a good system, he will come good because he's got the basics of football. Højlund, if you put him in Chelsea and you compare him with Jackson, you would wish Jackson starts all the game because Højlund is not that good, man. I mean, the way you think he is supposed to be, he's not. We just wasted 75 million. This guy was like a 40 million player, and Atalanta, they fleeced us for 75 because we weren't willing to pay X amount of money by this amount of time. So we have too many average players on overhyped wages. Even look, Anthony, when you say about Anthony, I don't think Anthony is a bad player. He has some definitive skill set. But the problem with Anthony is that he's not like someone who's going to run around like Nacho and Rashford. But again, that comes back to having no system or style of play. If you put Anthony at Chelsea, I'm guaranteeing you that he will do better than Mudryk. He might not do better than Cole Palmer and Kunku, Neto, and even Sancho, but he'll do better than Mudryk, I'm sure. But yeah, our big problem is that we don't have a style of play to cater any of our players.
I tell you
Thank
what,
you.
bro, you got a
Right.
legend striker. You got a legend striker at your football club that your youngsters can learn from in Ruud van Nistelrooy, bro. That's a good
Yeah,
guy to
but
go to learn.
Wood can teach you some things, but he cannot elevate your skill set. You cannot teach Hoyland having a good first touch. I mean, you who are supposed to have a good first touch by
Those
when
are
you're
all
like 12
basic.
years old. Yeah, these are like he cannot teach you the basic. He can teach you certain movements and how to finish and make you do drills. That's probably his job as well. But he cannot. How is he supposed to teach you to time your run? Hold the ball.
Yeah, true,
Back off
true,
the
true.
defender like this. That's supposed to be your own thing. I mean,
Speaking of that, I'm not sure if you guys saw after the I think Fulham and Manchester City, where Fulham was supposed to beat Man City. Did you see how Pep Guardiola was trying to teach what's his name again?
yeah, Adama Traore. He was
Adama Traore how to score goals, how to position himself in the 18 and score goal. I saw it. I was like, Adama Traore, even this guy, we know how strong and how pacey this guy is. He needs some elite
Wait, who's
striker
trying to
to
teach him to finish?
Pep Guardiola was teaching him how to score goals on the
Oh,
pitch.
Pep said, "Listen to me, and I'll sign you next summer."
He's a good player, but he does all the necessary things you want to see in football. But finishing is horrible. Finishing, and he could have had like 2-3 goals against Man City. He stood there for cover sake to get 2 goals. But anyway, guys, if you have anything to add to it before I go to the comments.
Yeah, I think you
No,
mentioned
I've got nothing.
before the stream, like
So if you're gonna
I
hop
think-
off.
Yeah, I've got
Oh,
nothing
okay.
to add, but I've got to hop off because I keep getting issues with connection.
All right,
So
we'll catch you.
I'll catch you on Discord if it lets me send messages because it's not been. Skylar, big up. DJ, big up.
Yeah,
Big
man,
up,
big
to you,
up,
Steve,
big up.
bro. Big up to you, brother. Big up.
Yeah, and
Right,
everyone in the comments as well. Make sure you guys subscribe and also follow on other socials as well. And yeah, plans to have stream tomorrow normal time, right, Nee?
Yeah, tomorrow we'll be reviewing the whole entire Premier League season in week 7. So that's
Okay.
what we got going on tomorrow.
All right, and if obviously during the rest of the stream you want to go to the data stuff, you got that as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
All right, I'll speak to you guys later.
Take
All
care,
right,
bro.
thanks, Steven. Take care.
That's it.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go through the comments real quick whilst we have DJ and Scala here. Scala, it's your time close to hop off to.
Yeah, I'll just hop off quick soon. I mean, before you like introduce DJ, you were saying that he's skeptical about the manager. I mean, he likes the style of play. He's impressed by the results, and he's impressed or whatever, like overachieved or not achieved. But he has some skepticism about the manager. So what are you unsure about Enzo Maresca? Because I think he has done a smashing job.
Oh.
I love his press conferences. I love how straightforward he is. He's got that Italian no nonsense attitude. So what's your skepticism?
Oh no, bro! I've got no No. What I said was in the very beginning, Skylar, when he first came to Chelsea, I said, obviously I wasn't sure because obviously I was looking at the other managers that were out there that we could have gone and got. But what I did say if he comes to Chelsea, he needs to be given he needs to be given the chance. Now he's been given that 5-year contract, right? And I said, I'll go if things don't work out for him, don't blame it on the manager, blame it on the owners for bringing him in there for 5 years. But I always think he was a good manager. I just didn't think would it work for Chelsea. But then then I started seeing what he was doing, his ideas, his press conferences, how he does things, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, he reminds me of. He's got a bit of Jose. He's got a bit of Jose in him, and he's got a bit of Thomas Tuchel in him in the way he goes, the way he approaches his press conferences and his games. And I like that. I like his whole attitude. And I think he's basically gone in there and he's basically told every single player in that team, okay, you are not guaranteed a place in this football team. You're going to have to go and prove yourself every week. And even when we were winning games, he still comes out of this press conference and this post match and says, "No, I wasn't happy about this. We could have done better than this, but the players are going and doing it." So he knows exactly what he's doing. And this is the one thing I said about it is, I wasn't judging his game management because I knew from watching him at Leicester what he was going to bring to Chelsea. Because he's got that Pep DNA in him, whether people like to accept it or not, but he does. All right. And I knew he was going to bring that kind of thing to Chelsea, plus his own ideas as well of what he's learned from winning a title with Leicester in the first division. So I knew coming to Chelsea, okay, bigger club, obviously he's going to have more of the eyes looking at him. And I think how's he going to handle that pressure? But he's handled the pressure absolutely brilliant. I think he's been an excellent breath of fresh air for us. And long may it continue, bro.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, considering the previous managers you had, Tuchel and
Yeah.
Potter and Lampard and all those guys, they had their, I don't know, it never looked convincing despite Tuchel winning a Champions League. But Maresca is definitely a breath of fresh air. And if you notice, like how he has dealt the Mudryk situation, he has made it clear, like, Mudryk's got A, B, C, but he's lacking highly in D. And if you saw what he did against Forest, he has improved.
Yeah.
Even he has improved.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's that just shows like he has a different management style to all other like different players, because not every player is going to be same. You cannot treat someone like Cole Palmer with the way you treat like a Mudryk or a Sancho, because I remember what he said about Sancho, like he's a player who needs constant arm around the shoulder. He needs to be fielded up. So, and he's probably doing that. That's why he's got like I don't know, like 3 or 4 assists by now. So yeah, definitely he's like he has ticked all the boxes. And I would still like to look, it's probably like too quick to judge because he's literally been there like 3 months, but probably like when you play a big team at the away ground, maybe we can learn a bit more how he sets up and how he treats the game. So far I don't think you have you played anyone like away from home, like a big team? I think
no.
Not as
just
yet.
played Man City, right? Man City at home.
Man City was at home.
At home.
Yeah.
I think your next big game, I think you have a very tough November, I think something like that. You're playing
Liverpool
away.
we come back, bro. Yeah, Liverpool on the 20th of October.
It's
sorry,
away, right?
before you carry on, big up to so I just want to say big up to Tyrone in the comments. Big up to Chelsea. It's good to see you here, bro. And it's been a while, but hope you're keeping well. And obviously, thank you for the comments in the comment section. Big up to you, bro. Sorry, Nat, to just put that one out there.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you very much, Scala. Scala, I hope Scala have said enough. Anytime if I lose Scala, I know I've taken a lot from him. Scala, thank you very much, brother, for coming on. So I always love that. Yeah, I always love that. I always want, just like I said, love hearing from Liverpool fans, love hearing from Tottenham fans, love hearing from Arsenal fans. But we'll come back to Tottenham tomorrow. Yeah, we'll talk about Tottenham, how this team went on to score 2 goals and lost it in the second half by 3 goals.
Yeah, so Skull, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, Skull. Look what Tottenham did the other day, bro.
We'll talk about Tottenham here in a bit. We'll talk about Tottenham here in a bit. Rich Moneymaker, thank you very much. Guys, I'm going to start the comments, reading it from down. I know, did you have patience for me until I get back to you? I won't go through all of them, but some of them that I need to read, I will read them. So guys, apologize for that. I'll take some time for the comments. It's comment time, guys. It is. We'll look into that here quick as we have here. All right, Rich Moneymaker, thank you very much. Rich Moneymaker said, well said. I told a lot of people that this coach is very, very good. Look, Modric, and with that pass, we wouldn't have done that last season, according to Rich Moneymaker. Chelsea section, thank you very much. It's a big up to Rich Moneymaker. Big up to everyone. Tottenham are the highest team for letting zero slip. Sorry, Spurs. Yeah. Chelsea section. All right, big up to you, Chelsea section there. He said, I can account that DJ is speaking the truth. I have the receipt and what he's saying now, right? He is what he said then. He said the manager wouldn't be at fault, according to big up to you, Jayton YT. We have another one, Jayton YT. We have 2 Jayton YT on the show. Says greetings to everyone out there, out here. Big up to Nee. Big up to you, to yourself. Yeah, Nee, you're good. Absolutely, I'm doing wonderful. Maya said, DJ, they fired. Is it Benny McCarthy? Yeah, they fired Benny McCarthy, and he was the reason why Rashford had that crazy campaign before it went south last season. Benny McCarthy, if I can remember, he plays for either Portsmouth, he plays for Man United. He's a South African.
He is, and he used to play. He was a top striker for Porto in Portugal as well before he came over to here as well. What a player he was, I tell you that. Benny McCarthy. He was excellent for Porto, and he came over and done well at Man United as well, didn't he? For a while, I
Yeah,
think, when he came over.
yeah, he played for Porto. Yeah,
What a
I
player!
think he
What
played
a
for
player!
Porto, and yeah, he did a very good job.
Yeah, he
Uh,
did.
All right, DJ. Okay, thank you very much, Maya, for that comment. Chelsea section said happy to see you, DJ. Big up to DJ himself. Rich Wanamaker said, bite legend, Steven. Absolutely. Maya said, bro, I promise Hoyland will ball at Chelsea. Bro, this guy was cooking in Atlanta before he came to Manchester United. Absolutely. I think that under a good manager, Holland will become a very, very good player because he had the stature, he had the physique as a striker. You guys didn't assess Holland properly. He doesn't have good feet, so make him a nine straight rather than trying to get something from him when he wouldn't deliver at that level, according to Maya. Thank you very much, Maya. Sometimes the players need to adapt to see style and to a style of play. It will take time. Maya against Holland can play pressing forward, and Zexi can play deep lying forward like a 10. If United decide to play back four with two pivot and two strikers, you'll get the best out of Holland. Interesting comment from Maya. Thank you very much. Richmond Maker said Eric Ten Hag made the decision on the transfer market. Maya again drop another one. Says I think Zaxi Holland can play together. Hear me out. Yes, we heard you. We heard everything you said, and you're spot on, brother. Richmond Maker say yes, Maya. Christopher Nkunku. Exceptional player. Nkunku is center forward. He can play false nine, according to Maya. So I think most of these comments is between Maya and Richmond Maker. Good. He gave us a thumb up here on GTJ. Yes, Christopher Nkunku has been helping Jackson. Christopher Nkunku has been monitoring his body to help with injuries, according to Rich Moneymaker. I feel bad for Menu and Hoyland. They are killing their development, according to Maya. Ganacho irritates me sometimes. I don't know why. So much hype on him, but no end product. If you've watched also, Ganacho has an issue with the GOAT himself, Lionel Messi. He doesn't talk to Messi. Yeah, he has a big issue with Messi, and I don't know what the issue is. But time will tell. Rich Moneymaker said, is he gonna write a letter to Man United to give Eric Ten Hag another 5-year contract, because I think he is the best manager. I think he's being sarcastic. The best United manager for entertainment. Oh, I get it now. Eric Ten Hag said that everyone love him, but does he realize that he is? Very, very interesting. All right, Maya said that Ganacho irritates me. I don't know why. I think I read that one again. All our players are good, bro. Not this one. No. All right. Maya said all our players are good, bro. It's that bold, shiny manager you have with his big ego. It's Eric Ten Hag. He's talking about Eric Ten Hag. Yeah, Maya said that you have a proper centre back for back three and even back four. But Eric Ten Hag still planning playing Evans and Maguire in the Prem. What a joke, man. What a joke, according to Maya. Richmond Maker said I love Eric Ten Hag press conference and get the popcorn out because he is just delusional, 100% delusional. Coming from Maya, coming from a Richmond Maker there. Maya said what's this one?
It's the Ugarte guy, the guy they signed on loan.
Manuel Ugarte. Manuel Ugarte. Eric Ten Hag is not playing. Play him in the middle. Let him start your game. When do you have all that time to try and fade him and ease into the game and understand your style? This guy is already a baller. Tell him what to do. He'll play the football for you. He's making things so complicated for himself. Right now, keeping clean sheets, and he is very, very happy. They are avoiding relegation, according to Maya over there. All right, so I've gone through most of it. I've gone through majority of it. Get well soon, Rich Moneymaker, coming from Chelsea section. Hello, Rich Moneymaker. Thank you very much. we're gonna end over here and we go back to DJ and what
Yeah,
DJ is
bro.
gonna add to it. Let me get my side chain off right now. All right, so it wouldn't bring my voice down when anyone. Big up to you, Courtney. Courtney said, "Big up to you guys. Big up to you too, Courtney. Hope you are doing wonderful at home. It's very chilly here. We're getting close to the original winter. So yeah, October here,
Pick up
Halloween.
Courtney.
Yeah, Courtney. Big up to you. And also we're getting close. It's very chilly. I have to buckle up today. I haven't turned my furnace on, so the heat is not coming in yet. I think it's okay in the house because it's all closed in. Temperature looks okay. But once you walk outside, you're talking about 40 degrees. A bit chilly and cold. But anyway, let's hear from DJ. We've talked about Palmer. We've talked about
Yeah.
the whole entire team. How do you rate Enzo Maresca's defense, the structure? We've seen
He's
lots of consistency between Fofana and
Yeah.
Levi Cobwell.
Yeah.
What do you make of the defense?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not saying it's been great. I'm not saying it's been perfect. 'Cause let's be real, we are still conceding some stupid goals. What I will say though is there is an improvement, and I think we all said we want once Fofana comes back, we were not sure what kind of Fofana we were going to see because the guy's been out of injured for so long. And for me, he's come back, and it feels like he's not. He feels like he's not been away. He's come in. He's done a good job at the back for us. I think him and Levi actually complement each other very well. I think when you've seen Tosin come in as well, I think he's done an excellent job for us. Cucurella, mate, I don't know what more I can say about Cucurella, mate. This guy has been absolutely excellent this season. I mean, he's more or less continued on where he left off last season from the Euros. I mean, we're in the Euros to coming to Chelsea. He's been brilliant. I mean, obviously Gusto when he's playing has been excellent. Um, I think my only two that I worry about really now in this defence, knee, I'm going to like you, is Disassi and Badashili. When these two come in, they really worry me. I'm not going to lie to you. As much as I think they're good players, but they've slightly dropped their levels down a little bit. And I think for me that could cost us in games. And I said it, the one thing that could cost us in games could be two things: our goalkeepers and our defence. And to be fair, Disassi and going on to Disassi and Badashili, they're the two that I seem to be more prone to more making mistakes than anyone else. And hopefully we'll see a fit Reece James come back. I do believe I've seen him in training today. I think he's already shown pictures of him back in training again. So he might be back after the international break, which will be great. And I think put him back in that team. I think bringing him back in there. Obviously, we're not sure how fit he's going to be, but obviously not rushing him back. But I'd be glad to see him back. It'll be a welcoming sight for everyone to see him back. And I think we can leave off with basically go off where we left off, and that is try not to concede goals as we possibly. If we cannot concede goals, be hard to not concede goals, but just go and score goals more. That's what we're doing at the moment. I think that's what's saving us at the moment, Nee. But in terms of our defence, they're the only two I worry about is Badashili and Disassi. Other than that, everyone else I think has been excellent.
I mean, in regards to what you just said, looking at those defenders, I think I'm not so worried about Disasi, but I'm very, very worried about Badishia. I don't know. Yet again, I could be wrong because we saw how good Badishia was last season. You know, last season with under Mauricio Pochettino, and until he got injured and he's been like that, we don't know. Maybe he doesn't have that pace that we're looking for, but defenders don't have to worry about pace. It's all about being intelligent and how you get yourself organized. Because we know lots of defenders that have been playing for Chelsea don't have that pace. If we don't have many, we have never had many car walkers in our team. John Terry was not was not born with pace. He doesn't have pace. Gary Cahill was not born with pace. Brazilian Alex was not born with pace. David Luiz was not born with pace. Lots of our defenders were not born with it, but then they are very, very smart and intelligent defenders. Badishia seems not to have that. Desasi, I think that he will get better with time.
Yeah.
But with all the defenders that you've mentioned, the one that I want to see him gone will be Badishia. He's not good enough, in my opinion. DJ, would you say the fans are right criticizing Mauricio Pochettino for not playing Levi Cobwell last season in his rightful position instead of playing him as a left back?
100%, bro. Because let's be honest here. I go and watch their games. I know. I mean, watching him play in that left back position, he doesn't like being in that position. Yeah, he's good to be in there to use. If you have to play him in certain games and when your left backs are injured or whatever, and he needs or for whatever game, depending on how the manager sets up, where he feels that he needs to play in that position. But I think we all know here he's not a left back. And and people can turn around and say, yeah, well, he played some of that. He played some of that back in his, when he was in his Chelsea youth ranks. He was playing in that. Yeah, he might have been playing in that position, sometimes, but his natural position was always centre back. And when he went on loan to Brighton, we saw how the manager there got the best out of him, and he just carried on bringing that over to Chelsea. It's just that when Poch decided to play him as a left back, he looked so uncomfortable out there. And I saw a lot of fans who were coming onto this guy last season because of the mistakes he was making at left back. And I was telling everyone, platforms that I was going, I was saying, look, that's not his natural position. People have got to realise, and then obviously he got injured towards the end of the season. We never saw much of him, but when he was put in that position, he was never comfortable at left back. He even came out and said in an interview on Sky Sports where he said, look, that's not my position, but I'll do what I have to do for the team if it helps the team. But I'm not going to lie to you, it's not my position. He actually went on Sky Sports and said that in a live interview. So the guy was
with the
talking
lady, right? With the lady
Yeah.
interview.
Yeah, and he was right to say that, and we see him going to centre back, and look at the improvement he's made as a centre back. And and you're getting some fans saying, "Oh, he still looks wobbly at the back." No, he doesn't. For me, he looks the most comfortable at the back when he's playing at the back with Fofana. It's just sometimes our goalkeepers sometimes go missing, and I think we saw that with Sanchez in the game especially the game against against Brighton, the 2 goals that were conceded. Yeah, we could have cleared the ball better, but the ball still, the mistake still fell on Sanchez, and he should have cleared his lines proper, but he didn't. And then we got punished for it. So I can't say it's not just it's not just the defense. When people want to blame the defense, you also could look at the goalkeepers as well sometimes. But for me, look, you play Colwill in his natural position, bro. It's as simple as that. You play him as a left centre back. That's where he wants to be. Okay, and or right centre back, wherever it is. This where you want. That's where he wants to be, and you play him in that position. Either way, you don't move him out of there and put him as a left back because we all know it doesn't work there.
You know what he also said in an interview? He said he can read the game much better as a left centre back than being a right back because he's moving up and down, but then he doesn't see the whole length and breadth of the pitch. If I could add that, so that's what makes him Liverpool better because he's reading the game. Talking about reading the game here. So Mauricio Pochettino was also his own downfall, playing players out of position, did not get the best
100%.
out of them,
Well,
and Moraska is doing the right thing by playing these players in their rightful position. So
100%, bro.
that's
100% agree. And go on.
go ahead.
No, go on. Finish up. I was saying I was agreeing
No,
with
I was
you 100%.
yeah, I was saying that who does that? A rightful manager with football brain who knows football very well will not be playing players out of position. Why would I put a centre back as a striker?
Let's not knock Poch, bro. Let's not knock Poch here, bro. He done well for us to get us to where we got, man. I'm not going to knock him
No.
for that.
Oh,
But he had his mistakes as well in him. But he's not a bad manager. Let's put this one out. He's not a bad manager, but yes, he did set up the team. Sometimes playing players out of position, which was not right. And we all know what happened to us last season. We paid for it dearly. Look, in terms of Disasi, look, I get Disasi is improving. I just, look, for me, look, I think he's a good player. I think Badashili is a good player. I think the reason why I have my thing is you're right what you said earlier on, Nee. He didn't have an injury last season, Badashili, until towards the end. But before he got that injury, well, we all know what a play he was playing. Brilliant, wasn't he?
he was playing very good.
Players do go through this phase, and at the moment, he seems to be the guy now that everyone seems to be turning on at the moment because of the mistakes he's making. And let's be real here. That game we played in Europe against Ghent the other day, again, he was at fault again when they scored against us. It came from his side, didn't it? Goals, they were attacking more on that side, and they knew there was a weakness there, and they were and good, and obviously good on. I mean, obviously they to be fair to Ghent, they saw the weakness there, and they done us for it. So look, maybe he comes back in and improves, all right, and injury will not, he might maybe he might have a slight injury, and he might come back a better player, Badashili again. But at this moment in time, I say he's the only one I think, and along with Disassi, that are worrying me at the moment in that Chelsea defense.
Would you say the same as we did talk about Rudiger earlier on, that Rudiger felt more comfortable playing the back three, where Disassi, I mean not Disassi, Badishir is not comfortable playing with the back three when we are with the ball. You get what I'm saying? Because when we are with
I
the
get what you
ball,
mean.
we're left with the three defenders, which we
Yes.
have those infected left back and right back coming in the midfield.
Yeah.
So do you think it could be the reason why he's always found wanting?
Could be that. Could be that. Maybe that is the right thing. Maybe he prefers to, like you said. Sorry about this, yeah. Sorry about that, Nee. I was just
Yeah, that's
my
okay.
door was just coming up. Yeah, sorry. As I was saying, yeah, that could be the situation, and maybe he doesn't need to. Maybe he shouldn't do that. You know, maybe he just should be played in a natural position, and we see him doing well. Because let's be real here, Nee, right? Before he came to the football club, both him and both Disassi and Badishli, correct me if I'm wrong here, but weren't they the natural centre backs for Monaco? So I'm
Do what
correct me if I'm
again?
wrong.
What was the
They were
question
the
again?
they were the two centre backs for Monaco, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Even United was even in link with Badishir. I remember
Yeah.
Badishir like 3 seasons. 3 seasons. They were on top
Yeah,
in Monaco.
and
Yeah,
they were brilliant. So this is why I keep
brilliant.
saying you can't come bad players overnight. This is why I keep saying, you know, as much as I say I worry about Badashili, I think there's a good player in him. As I said, maybe he's just having one of those days, one of those seasons where he's the one that's having it. Maybe this season it's struggling for him, but he'll get back to where he needs to be again. I think he will be. But my understanding is they are looking to sell him on, and there are talks at Inter Milan, and I do believe Juventus are the two teams that are looking at him in Italy. So, you know, don't be surprised if one of those two teams comes in and makes an offer him in January. But hopefully by then he'll have improved, and maybe he doesn't have to go anywhere and we don't sell him. Because I don't want to see Badashili leave, because I think he's a good player. I just think he's going through a phase at the moment where he's mistakes happening with him at the moment, and maybe he just needs to maybe have that little time away. I don't know, or not start many games or whatever it is. I don't know. I mean, I know he's only starting in European games at the moment, but even though he's starting these European games, he shouldn't be making these mistakes. But maybe he's just going for a little phase at the moment, and maybe he'll get out of that phase. You know, so let's see how it all goes with him. But yeah, I mean, but play him in his natural position, as I always say. You know what I mean?
Thank you very much, DJ. We're gonna check some of the comments as we are live right now. Keep the comments coming. Keep the comments coming. We have a few more minutes. 2 hours 30 minutes. We'll be hopping off, depending on how things goes on the stream. Rich Moneymaker said Badishir might be leaving the football club, according to Badishir. If you're listening, if he might be going, it means that he might be leaving Chelsea Football Club. Rich Moneymaker said a Disassi. Yeah, a disaster is improving, according to my contact. But Badishir might be leaving the football club. A Chelsea session said Mauricio Pochettino did nonsense playing Cowell at left back for no reason, according to my Chelsea section. Big up to you, Tyrone, for your comment. Thank you very much for coming in and spending the time with us here on our show. Let me know. You can shoot me a message. If don't think that I will not get time, just have to schedule with me. The only thing that drags me away is just a family. But besides that, I have time for football. I watch a lot of football, and I have. So if you have a live stream coming, don't hesitate to contact me and message me. You know where you know where to find me. I'm right there. Don't hesitate. All right, Rich Moneymaker said our coach is teaching our players to get ball back when they lose it, like Pep Guardiola. Yeah, I remember even Sarri also, when you lose the ball, you push the pressure on the players to go and get the ball within the face of a 60 seconds. You want them to get the ball back. If they don't get the ball back, then you're not doing the work right. Rich Moneymaker said our coach are losing the patience with Batishia, and he might be off. Renato Viega, they are very, very impressed with him for just 12 million pounds.
What's a player?
Spent on him. What a player he's been. He's a hell of a player to handle. Richmond Maker said, tell DJ Renato Viega they are happy with him. 100% ask DJ his thoughts on Renato Viega. Let's go to DJ here soon. Renato Viega, this is where I stand on Viega. He's
Yep.
Viega. We have to be very, very happy as Chelsea fans. Viega has it all. Viega, Renato Viega is a dead. Would I say dead ball or free kick expert? Dead ball
100%.
specialist.
I was going to say that. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. So
Yeah.
I'll just hang on here. Let's DJ come in and see everything you want to see. So don't take all his
No,
questions.
bro. No, please don't, bro. You're in the same. You're in the same as me,
No,
bro.
it was your question. It was your question. I was thinking upon myself too.
No. Please do not answer it. No, honestly, no. I was going to say
Go
the
for
same
it,
thing.
DJ.
He is a dead ball specialist. I don't know if anyone saw him play when he was playing in the Swiss league from Basel. He
But I've
scored.
seen
He
some few
he
highlights.
scored. He has scored some good free kicks for them. And people don't realize that about him. To be honest with you, that he's actually good on free kicks. In fact, if you look at the way he actually strikes the ball from a free kick area, right? Do you know who he reminds me very much of? Another centre back who scored a flow of free kicks for us. If you can remember him, he was
Centre back
Brazilian. He was Brazilian. In fact, there was
Alex.
two of them
Is
that
it
used to do it.
Alex or
Alex,
David Luiz?
both of them. But Alex, he had more of Alex's way of doing him. The way he
Yeah,
strikes the
Alex.
ball.
Yeah, Alex on is more but direct, but it has some
Yeah,
kills and like
Carlos.
Alex strike. He's like Roberto Carlos. You get what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
But
this
David
guy
Luiz.
though. Yeah, I'm gonna say both of them. Okay, he's
Mhm.
got that kind of free kick way about him, and I've seen him. I mean, he even does it. I mean, they showed. I think they were. I've obviously seen him score it, but they've also showed highlights of it, I do believe,
Yeah.
on X the other day as well, of some of the brilliant free kicks he's actually scored from that distance, and he's absolutely good from dead ball areas. I tell you that right now. Especially so if they can't always rely on Cole Palmer to do it or Nkuku to do it, just give the ball to Vega, and he will not disappoint, mate.
Give the ball to Renato Viega. He will not disappoint. Said DJ Saab. So guys, don't hesitate. We have double players that can take free kicks. Renato, this guy in the picture, you see that smile and that wink? He's winking at you. He's winking at you, Chelsea fan. He said, "Trust in me, I'm here and I'm landed. This is the football club." He said it. And DJ, you know what I like about Ronaldo? He's
Yeah.
English. Is he a Portuguese or a Brazilian?
He's Portuguese.
Portuguese. He speaks very
Yeah.
good English.
Very
His
good.
English,
Very
yeah,
good.
his English is very
good
fluent.
Portuguese.
And that's what I
Yeah.
like. Oh, I listened to Moses Casado's interview. Jesus Christ. Oh my.
Oh, mate. And people cannot say this guy's and this guy can't say he's proper Chelsea, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
when people come out and say, especially it's always the Liverpool fans that seem to do, because they are still, whether regardless of whether the Liverpool fans like to accept it or believe it or not, they still hate the idea that we ended up with Caicedo and
Caicedo.
Lavia, and it hates it. Every time you mention that to them, they just get so angry and wound up. I just love to hear it all the time.
Yeah.
And he said it the other day, what we are willing to do, our manager wants us to win titles. He wants us to go for the title, mate. I mean, what does that tell you about the player and the DNA or what this manager's trying to bring to the football club? Look, listen, I'm not going to say we're going to do that this year. In fact, I don't expect us to go for the title this season. I said it anyway, top four is a must for us this season, because I do believe we've got the players to do that. And I expect us to go all the way in the Conference Cup, the European Conference Cup. Yeah. I think we'll win that. Okay. I just think that, but if we can end up showing form, I mean, if we can go on this little run after the international break, bro.
Yeah.
And Liverpool, Arsenal, and Man City start dropping down. I don't see why we can't get in that top, being first. But I'm not saying we're going to win it. But who knows? Come towards the end of the season, you'll only get to know that towards the last lot of games of the season where Chelsea are in the league. If we are anywhere near that position, I don't see why we can't go for it. And I said it before. And maybe I might be singing whatever again, but I've said this all before. I think if Arsenal do not win a league this season, I can see Chelsea going and winning again before them. That's how much I think we can go and do well. And that's
DJ, you've read my mind, DJ. You've read my mind. I was saying this, I think, about 3 hours before the stream.
Yeah.
I told myself, I was speaking to myself, and sometimes it's, it becomes here over here. And when you speak to yourself without answering yourself, you tell you're crazy. But this is what, guys, hear me out. I want you guys to mark today on your paper or anywhere. And I'm going to say it. If Arsenal doesn't win the Premier League today or this season, I remember, if Pep Guardiola leaves, the man that would take over England in terms of football, top managers, will be Enzo Maresca. From what he's doing right now, if Mikel Arteta doesn't win it, Enzo Maresca will win the Premier League before Arteta, or maybe Arteta will be fired from Arsenal, and he'll never get a chance to win it again. The reign of Pep Guardiola is getting closer. He'll be done, and when he leaves, to be honest with you, the next king in charge will be Enzo Maresca. Trust me.
I'll be honest with you, bro. It looks like it's already going to be happening because I don't know if you heard yesterday or a couple of days ago, but the main guy who brings all the signings in, the guy they brought from Barcelona, Texas, I think it's Texas Barascosco, or his name is. He's leaving Rome. He's leaving Manchester City come the end of the season. You know that, don't you?
Yeah. I saw
He's
it.
the
Yeah,
guy.
I saw.
He's the guy who brings all the sign. He's the one who signs Erling Haaland and all these kind of players. With him leaving, that tells me something is not right there because Manchester United have managed to grab the other guy who was with that guy when he first came from Barcelona. He's now gone to Manchester United, the other guy, and there's only one guy who's left there. And if he ends up leaving, that tells you one thing because don't forget they both worked under Pep. Pep Guardiola was working under them, or should I say they were working for Pep Guardiola when they were at Barcelona. And if those two are going, it makes me think Pep's gonna. I think it could well be Pep's last season this season. Do you know that?
Yeah, people are saying it. I saw a petition from Man City fans. They sent a letter. They've done everything to convince Pep Guardiola to stay at the football club. I don't think he's going to stay. I think he has achieved everything he wants to achieve with City.
Yeah, he'll take a sabbatical again.
Yeah, he's about to move on and continue the journey somewhere else. But thank you very much. Chelsea section says I still miss the Chelsea.
Of course.
Luis.
What a player.
Yeah, what a player from Benfica.
What's
Benfica,
player,
man, we've done good jobs with Benfica.
100%, mate.
Lots of players come from Benfica. Benfica with David Luiz. Benfica with
Ramirez.
Enzo. Ramirez. Ramirez, and I think that Benfica also with that lanky defender, Serbian. In the
Matic. He was Matic. Yeah, he was at Chelsea before, bro. We had him at Chelsea before. You know that. But he never worked
and then
out
he went
in the
on
first time
loan.
round.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah, what a player.
Yeah, we've done a very good. I mean, some business with Benfica many years.
Oh,
and also Basel.
Well, we got one, and we've taken one of their better ever players in João Felix as well.
Yeah. João Felix. Rich Moneymaker said we brought in Renato Viega to help more with physical at the back to help with the set pieces. Absolutely. Tyrone, my man said, I have you on record, Nee. I have a DJ on record for something else too. He knows about what he's talking about.
I know exactly what
I've said this here. I said Enzo Maresca will win the Premier League before Arteta. I'm boldly saying this. He is retiring. My Chelsea section said he is Tyrone. I'll go by Tyrone. The channel name, guys. The channel name is Chelsea section. I've never done this.
People.
I think I've done it before. Maybe I might forget myself,
Excellent
guys.
channel.
So we got 8 of you watching live. This guy, if you talk about comparing two players, a goalkeeper or maybe whatever comparison. Going in-depth analysis, this guy will
100%, bro.
on his platform. I will never lie to you. I've watched a lot of his videos, and it's always spot on. He takes his time to understand the body movements of players, and he will compare them correctly. He's always spot on. So, guys, if
100%.
you like that kind of statistics comparison between two players, this is a guy, a go-to guy. Subscribe to his platform. The three dots by his name will take you straight to his platform and give him subscribe. I always say a little bit to go a long way. It don't matter, if you know him or not. He's a content creator, Chelsea content creator. Brilliant. Go and support him. Go.
Can I echo the same thoughts? Anyone that wants to know anybody about any in-depth information on your players that are joining or any players that could be joining for the future at Chelsea, go and watch this guy, Chelsea Sessions, Tyrone. His sessions are absolutely brilliant. He'll go into in-depth information about every single player that we sign or we're going to go and get. You won't be disappointed, trust me. It's an excellent channel. He's growing as well, and long may it continue. Big up to him. So like I say, respect him as well.
Yeah, I mean, every content creator I've seen, not those big ones that, rely on negativity to grow their channel like Choro Jennings. Jennings is, not that guy. Not that guy. He doesn't do that. He goes straight So you have to love him. You have to support him for what he do, so he can keep on doing it. Big up to you, my brother. It's always a pleasure, man. It's always a pleasure. Matic had his debut under Ancelotti. Sports on. Much appreciated, Nee. You're welcome, my brother. Much of that we don't have that much close connection. I'm always there. I don't have any problem with anyone. Tyrone, I'm free. I'm a free man, and I understand that the only way I can live long is to not to worry about anyone. Just have a free mind. That's how I can live long. You get what I mean? So yeah, yeah. I think DJ, we've really gone through pretty much
Sure.
almost everything. The midfield. Yeah, we're gonna end up with the midfield. Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez.
Do you think? I like
Yeah.
your thoughts on something, Nee. I don't know if you've been reading in the last couple. I don't know how true it is or what if it's just make up
What is it?
rubbish. I think it's make up nonsense. Basically, there's been a lot of talk coming out apparently in the last couple of days from various articles that I've been reading, and I thought it was just all nonsense, and I still believe it is until I get someone who's actually until I find out from from a contact that I know who's going to tell me if it's true or not. But there's a lot of nonsense coming about Lavia that the owners are getting very much losing patience with him, and because of his injury situation, and there's a possibility that they may look to replace him. Apparently they're already looking at replacement midfielders for him. Now I don't know how true this is. It's only been on a couple of things I've been reading. I think it's the same person putting the BS story around, but
Yeah.
I hope that it's not the case because I think Lavia is an absolutely terrific player. And all what I was saying earlier on about the Liverpool fans laughing at the situation, if they know this guy is available, do not be surprised if they try to come back in for him in January if they think he's available. And I hope to God it's not true what I'm reading or what I've heard. I just hope these owners are not going to let Lavia go because I think it'll be a big mistake. Because I still think eventually it's going to be like it'll be him, Caicedo or Enzo. It'll be one or the other. I think eventually it'll be him and Caicedo in that midfield. Eventually, I think, even though I know Enzo's doing very well, but I think eventually if he decides to go with Lavia and Caicedo in that midfield, I mean, don't get me wrong. But I mean, Enzo's still going to be there. I know, but I think it'll be a big mistake if we let this kid go. I don't know what your thoughts are on that at all. I don't know if you've read it at all either.
No, I haven't seen it like you said, but I think it's a lot of rubbish. Just a
Yeah, that's what I
garbage.
think it.
It's
That's what
nothing
I thought
to,
when I
yeah.
first read it.
I
That's
mean,
what I thought it was.
I read an
But
article and how Chelsea rate Reece James. Although he's been absent, he's captain. I
yeah,
think that is
100% they do.
captain. He's played about a few games for Chelsea since he's been injured.
Yeah,
Chelsea still rate Reece James highly, and they're not willing to let Reece James go.
as a
And we know
manager rates him very highly.
and we saw the potential of Lavia when he was in that deeper role for play for Chelsea. So I don't think that is any sign of the club letting Lavia go. There's no. I mean, it will be a big mistake, just like you said, letting Lavia go at this stage of his Chelsea career. We spent so
100%.
much money last season.
Yeah,
We haven't seen the best out of him. But who does that?
yeah.
Who does
It's
that?
true because a lot of people have been saying the same thing about Mudryk, and I think this
Hmm.
is what I've been telling people about Mudryk as well. Unfortunately, we have a fan base that doesn't have There's some sections of the fans don't have what I call patience with their players. And I listen. I will never give stick to any of my players, regardless of how they're struggling in the team. You always back and support your players, no matter what. You back your club. I get all that as well, but you support the players that are playing for your club. And for me, look, Mudryk has had his ups and downs, but I still think there's a talented boy in there. And I think for me, and I know Sculler said earlier on that he thinks that their wing is better than Mudryk. For me, I don't think he is. I don't
Mhm.
think I don't think Anthony's better than Mudryk. I think Mudryk on his day, when he gets it going and he's got the right. I think even though there's a lot of talk about Maresca losing patience with him, the only reason why Maresca's losing patience is because he knows he's a talented boy and he knows what he can get out of
Yeah.
the player. And I think he's just telling him to go and show your talents off because that's what you are. You're talented, and I think he will be. I think he will do that. But fans just need to stick by because I still see a lot of stick coming in from Mudryk from games. Even it's not so bad now at Stamford Bridge anymore because there were some sections of the fans that used to get on this kid's back quite a lot. in the beginning at Chelsea, and some started as well this season on him. But it started to ease off a little bit. But you still get some section of the fans saying, "Get out of my club! Get out of my club!" It doesn't go that way. And this is what I keep saying: if you're proper Chelsea, you back all your players regardless of what you may feel about that player. It's all on that one.
All right, breaking news over here, coming from Top Skills Sports UK. Mario, if you guys remember, Mario Balotelli is in discussion with Genoa about a possible
right.
return to the Serie A. You guys know Mario Balotelli,
Cool.
right?
Yeah, I remember.
You know he's a Ghanaian, right? You know he's a Ghanaian.
Yeah, I know. I know that. Yeah, that's his. That's where his heritage is.
Yeah,
And
that's
I remember why always me. Remember the old T-shirt? Why always me?
Man, this
What a
guy,
striker,
man.
though. Good striker, mate.
You know what
When
he
he was
said?
scoring
I'm
goals.
gonna. He was called to the national team, the Ghanaian national team, when he was a bit younger, but very stubborn. He grew up in the hood. He told the FA president at that time to go F off. His mom and dad are coming from the country, and they are there right now. He told the FA president to go and F off.
Do you remember, bro? I think you remember the years ago when Roberto Mancini was the manager of Man City. Do you remember there was one when he used to get frustrated with him? Do you remember there was one picture in the newspaper where they showed it going around? He had his hands around his neck like he wanted to strangle him. Because he was thinking, I'm thinking myself, he must be like it.
Every manager, Jose Mourinho, he called this guy at halftime. He spent almost all the 15 minutes that he was going to talk to the players. He said,
"Oh God!"
During halftime, I called Mario. I spent 15 minutes with Mario. I told Mario, when anyone provoke you, do not do anything. Don't talk to anyone. Just play your football. And as soon as we got back from halftime, 5 minutes, Mario Balotelli got sent off.
Oh man!
I felt so emotional when the way Jose narrated the story. You can say that he felt very bad for the Mario Balotelli, and he was sent off. Mario Balotelli, I'm telling you, this guy have a gut and he's got a heart of a lion, and he doesn't listen to anyone. He does
But you
what he
know what,
wants
though,
to.
bro? He used to score some good goals, though, mate.
Oh yeah,
He had he had a shot on him, didn't he?
Yeah,
Hell of a shot on him.
one of the World Cup. I'm not sure who he scored that goal against. Power,
Yeah,
power strike, and
proper
you
power.
can't stop. You can't stop. That's when he scored, and he took his jersey off, and then he went like this.
Yeah,
Remember
I
like
remember
that. It's
that.
like, what's
I remember that, man. What a player!
What a
I think
player.
he's a good. I just think. Whether you want to call it bad management, I don't know. I don't think because if you think about the managers you've been under, Jose,
Yeah.
Roberto Mancini, these guys are not bad managers. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No.
You know, so
It's
just the player.
sometimes
You got the attitude. That's it.
I remember some of these managers are saying sometimes you need these kind of players in your team.
Yeah.
It's all about how
moody.
you manage them, because they'll score you goals. Just like what's his name? Diego Costa.
Yeah.
It's all about how you
I
can
was gonna say
manage
about
Diego Costa. And Antonio Conte was very wrong on the way he the departure of the Diego Costa from Chelsea.
Disgusting.
He was very wrong.
On a text message as well, you know.
Message.
Graceful.
We could have Diego Costa for a period of 2 more seasons at Chelsea. You know, but
all because he was looking at the move to China, because as I said to you, a lot of these South American players or that come from a South American background, a lot of them want to look out for their families. This is one of the reasons why Oscar left Chelsea, and I was gutted when Oscar. He was one of my favorite players at Chelsea, Oscar, because this kid, when he first came in again, he used to get a lot of nonsense from the fans. But then when he scored his first goal, I do believe it was in the Champions League. I think it was against Juventus or Inter Milan. He scored his first ever goal. And it was a beauty as well. It was a beautiful goal. It was struck from distance, and what a goal it was! And ever since that time, all the fans just loved him. And then obviously he went. And the reason why he left is, and he even came out and said it, he didn't really want to go, but the offer was just too good to turn down.
Yeah. And Chelsea also going to benefit from it to let him go, because they have enough players in that position. Just like you said, look, coming on live today to do this stream. Perhaps before I hit the like, I hate to go live. I was listening to TalkSports, and Darren Bent said something that's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
He said a lot of his mates don't know what to do after football.
Yeah.
footballer's
Yeah.
career is very, very short. A lot of them don't know what to do, whether they go in coaching. In coaching, they're scared to be in there because they'll be flip around many times, and they're scared either to be panditry, they don't even know, either to be assistant coach, they don't even know. How
Yeah.
many of these legends that have quit football? You barely see them being assistant coach or being coaches or maybe
Yeah.
being all they can do is being an ambassador, and that's not enough. You don't
Yeah.
make enough money from doing
No.
that. They get so.
Yeah.
I understand that footballer career is very, very short to negotiate and get the best out of what they can get, because after that, what else you gonna rely on? You don't have a master degree of accounting. You don't have a master
Yeah.
degree of being a banker or being an archaeologist or being an architect or being a builder. So what else can you do? Just sit down, being boring, and watch football. That's all you're gonna do, and you're gonna end up
No,
being fat like
100%.
Luis Nazario da Lima, Ronaldo, and Sami
God.
Nasri. Haven't seen
We
Sami
all have a
Nasri
moment.
lately, DJ.
I haven't, bro. I know Ronaldo. Ronaldo. I know why you said about Ronaldo because how it turned out for him. But I've not seen what happened to Sami Nasri.
Oh, he's huge. He's
Is
like almost the
he?
same size of Ronaldo. Yes, Sami Nasri.
Oh my days.
Oh, when they quit football, they just sit down and drink. And I think Sami Nasri, I think he's a Muslim, isn't it?
God, I think Sami and Nasri. I think that yes, that's the first name, isn't it? I think he is. He
Yeah,
might be.
Sami
I,
Nasri.
well, then I
Nasri,
tell you
a
what,
French.
bro.
I think a
When you
French Muslim.
when you go on this Football Club 25 or Football Club 24 when you're playing it on PS5 or you're playing it on Xbox, whatever it is you're playing it on, right? You get your chance to buy it. You know how much? Do you know how much Ronaldo is that Ronaldo is worth to go and buy, bro?
How much?
That guy is worth. I don't know him along with Pele, Eusebio. Okay, I mean Eusebio was a
You
legend of
said you're
Portugal football.
Portuguese.
Eusebio, yeah,
Yeah,
what a player,
yeah,
mate! What a player.
yeah.
During my dad's time, my dad used to go on about this guy consistently because one of his favorite all-time players. Okay, and yeah, they're worth. You go look at the monies they got to get these. When you look at them, you look at their pictures and that, and you're thinking, oh my god, they actually show them being with the young Ronaldo when he was a young Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Coming on the scene, you got the picture of the young Ronaldo, and if you can sign him, obviously to be in your if you, I don't know if you play, I don't know if you play that. I know, in fact, I know you do play, but
Yeah.
you go and get him to play. But the way he looks in those pictures, and you look at you thinking, oh my god, look at the picture, look at the way he looks now. You're thinking, my days, that's just like what, mate? What is going on here? I know things are being with. I know things can be, what do you call it, with the pictures and all that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you look at that and you're thinking to myself, oh my days, what's happened to him? What is actually happened to Ronaldo, man? But what a player, though, mate. What a player. What a player. What a player.
Yeah.
What's a player?
Oh, what a terrific player he was in his days. Ronaldo,
Him.
R9, man.
I
It's
know
only
it,
going to
bro.
be
I know
R9.
it.
Now
Yeah.
many people can be like him.
Yeah,
What's
good
a
old R9.
black cat? Black
Yeah.
cat. I'm very
Yeah.
scared of black cats, DJ. I'm
Nah,
very,
he's
very
cool.
scared of black
He's
cats.
only a kid.
Yeah.
He's cool. He's
I
cool.
like white cats. I'm scared of black cats, especially at night. When I
Nah,
see a black cat, I gotta find a different angle to go to.
nah, he's all good. He's a good kitten. He's a good kitten. Don't worry. Yeah, he's greedy though. He does take his sister's food away from her, but he's a good kitten. He's a good kitten in general.
All right, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
But so how's the
mhm.
family? All good?
Oh, DJ, everyone is doing well. We're doing. It's just that I'm always by the house or by myself. So after I
Yeah.
do some few things, that's why I enjoy doing what I'm doing here. I just come over here and have a chat with you guys, and it makes
Yeah, for
my
sure.
day. Yeah, it makes my
Yeah.
day. Oh yeah, I
Nah,
like
for
that one.
sure.
I like that one. I
You
like
like
the
that one, yeah?
white,
That's the
the white
theme.
and black
Yeah.
one. I used
He's
to
a
have
kitten.
all. Do you know people say
He's
that
talking.
plain white cats are blind? Oh
Yeah.
no, not blind. They can't hear. Sorry, they said they can't hear.
Yeah.
But my cat,
Yeah.
he could hear. Yeah, it's over there. They said white cats, pure white cats, and he has blue eyes.
Yeah.
Pure white cats can hear. They're deaf, and I don't think that's true because my cat could hear. But
Yeah,
this one
isn't
is
he?
the white and black. I love the white and blacks and pure white. Blacks, no.
Nah,
I
there's
get
nothing
scared.
wrong with them. Why?
I
Why,
get
mate?
scared, DJ. I get scared.
Nah, mate, they're the best. I love them.
cute but naughty.
Oh, what did she say? Her voice went out.
She just said basically they're black cats. They're very cute cats. But he's just very naughty, and they are. That's one thing I love about them. They're just naughty.
Oh, okay.
It's good.
And
It's
they
good.
could
They're
be
naughty.
wild.
Yeah.
They could be
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, naughty in terms of like they're mischievous. I mean, the other one will be sitting nicely down. You think, what's all the noise coming in the background? Yeah, it'll be him messing around, you know. But,
Big up to you, Saudis. Saudis a beautiful family. Yes, we all got beautiful families over here.
Thank you.
DJ's family, yeah. DJ is a family-oriented
thank
man
you.
himself. He doesn't mess around.
Yeah.
Saudis, thank you very much for joining us here. We're about to wrap up for the day. We'll be back again same time tomorrow. I want to thank DJ for his support and everything. DJ, thank you very much.
It's always great being here,
for
bro. It's always a
joining
pleasure
me.
being here, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, brother. All
Thank
right.
you very
So
much. Remember to smash the like and subscribe, everyone. You know the
definitely.
usual jazz. Do the usual jazz, please. Smash, subscribe. Get more and more people. The more this guy does for the community. We all know what he guys does. Him and Stephen, what the hours they put in. So come and smash it for everyone. And yeah, just can't wait for the next stream, bro. Regards to your family as well, brother.
All right. Thank you very much. You too, DJ.
Cheers, bro.
Catch you up
Cheers.
another time tomorrow if you get a chance. You're free. Always remember.
Yeah,
Bye bye.
I will do, bro. I will do, bro. 100%.
DJ,
mate.
you have to
take out.
remember. I always send the link and then the StreamYard link in our group, the Discord group. I always put everything in there. So if you want
Do you know
to
what
join,
it is, Lee? It's not that. It's because I finish work at 5 o'clock, right? So by the time I come home, I catch your streams. Then it's ideal because I come home, manage to sit. You see, Stephen, and I know you guys how you guys start your stream. You start talking to each other, and then you start putting everyone on the stream. So that's when I start to try and jump on. So yeah, it's always great and a pleasure to be here, brothers, always, and talking football. And everyone in the comments, Rich Money Makers, Tyrone, Maya, he was here. Everyone I spoke to today, big up to every single one and your families. Peace and regards to everyone.
Right. Thank you very much, Rich Moneymaker. I say
Peace.
big up to all the legends on the panel. Big up to you too, my man. You're a legend to yourself, Rich Moneymaker. Everyone, hit the like and subscribe. It's free. I always say adios, a little desperando, Sir DJ.
I ain't going to hope everyone.
All right, so we're gonna end the stream here.
Peace.
Bye bye for now. Enjoy this.
Bye.
Enjoy the stream. Bye bye.
You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the ball, feel like a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the floor, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You're a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive.